Here we go now.
Welcome back, guys, to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Happy Friday, guys. As you can see, I have a special guest. She hasn't been here in quite some time, but the last collaboration that we did, it was another fun one, talking all about the housewives and astrological signs. Celebrity psychic and medium, FemmeTarot, aka Natalie, is back. Welcome back.
Hello. I'm so happy to be back. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Literally, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but they're showing me some of our old collaborations from like 3 years ago. It's like randomly popping up on my Explorer page. So guys, if you want some of the collaborations that we've done, so many collaborations over the last 5 years, be sure to check those out. They range from Justin Bieber, Wendy Williams, Michael Jackson, channeling Whitney Houston, who I still miss. There's something with Whitney, fam. There's just something with Whitney. I don't know what it is. Every time I see something about her on social media, I'm just like, but so if you miss any of that, including while I was in Greece, we did a collaboration on Wendy Williams, and you just spoke about Wendy Williams the other day. So everyone, make sure you're following FemmeTarot on her channel, and everything in regards to getting a reading, her crystal shop, everything's available in the description. All right, FemmeTarot, I wanted to do something special today because we've been doing for the last few weeks a dating live. Every Friday, we'll come on here. People will call in, share their thoughts, and we mix it up, talking about dating, love, relationships, along with astrology. As you know, I talk about astrology all the time. So I said, wouldn't it be great, especially for Women in History Month, to bring FemmeTarot back on the channel to celebrate your growth, but also to talk about astrology along with dating and friendship and relationships and things like that. So before we get into any of that, guys, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video, because sharing is caring. And what have you been up to, FemmeTarot?
I've been busy, which is why we haven't done a Walk of Femme, which is the collaboration that we do with Kempire. We've been doing for the past 5 years. And because we've both been so busy, you've been touring, I've been busy. It's a lot. I've been doing a lot more YouTube, a lot more of this pop culture, news, the Blake Lively of it all, the Diddy of it all, you name it. So it's been busy.
Team Blake or Team Justin Baldoni in that fine voice? Yeah, I'm sorry,
you have to ask.
And you've done a couple of readings on that whole situation too.
I've done several. Like, and I think I'm not going to do any more, because we know, well, at least I know, because I did these readings, what the outcome is going to be. So yeah, I think
Baldoni will leave his wife for me. I'm playing. I'm kidding, guys. Calm down. I'm being facetious. It's a Friday. Don't take it seriously. But I mean, if I wouldn't,
he's an Aquarius, right?
You told me I need to be with an Aquarius. I've never dated an Aquarius.
Well, about time. You should try it. You should give it a go.
One of my best friends is an Aquarius, and I did not realize that till maybe like this year. And
that's me, right?
Him. Say again?
That's me, right?
Well, okay, no, I'm talking about the men, okay, not the female.
No, I'm just
not until 95 when I want a lavender wife, okay?
I always call you my gay husband, so there you go.
So you're going to be fighting in the chat because so many people want to be my lavender wife come 95. Secret, guys. I don't know if I'm going to live to 95, but okay.
You're a Taurus. Yes, you will. See your
Oh,
chart. Don't worry.
look. Goodness. As long as
God,
I'm
we're
healthy.
tired.
As long as I'm healthy, that's the key for me. If I'm going to live to 95, I want to be independent, healthy. If the minute that doesn't happen, just take me.
Well, it's good that you mentioned this because, fun fact, I know it has nothing to do with dating and what we're going to talk about, but it does have to do with astrology. So, if it's not about, listen, you cannot predict when you're going to die, and astrology, even the master astrologers, they can see it in a chart, but they're never going to tell a client or anyone. And that's unethical. Neither will I, neither any ethical psychic medium out there. But here's the fun fact. If you kind of want to know sort of like how you're going to pass, look at your 8th house in your natal chart. What sign is in your 8th house?
Well, you have my chart. What sign is maybe I don't
God,
want to
hold on.
look, Lord. So look at your 8th house. And for those that want to get their birth chart done, is that something that you do?
I do. Listen, first of all, it's so easy for everyone to go and get their chart done for free. You can go to astroseek.com online. It is it is the best website and platform for anything that has to do with astrology. It does Hellenistic, it does Vedic, tropical, all of it. So, it's not because some other websites that kind of like just focus on either Hellenistic or Vedic or tropical. So use that one. It's free. And it will also give you sort of like a short little description of what it means having different planets in different houses. So you can check your reading there. What I do though, and what I can do for anyone if they're interested is you can book a reading with me and I can look at your chart and in tandem, or I can give you sort of like an analysis of your natal chart intuitively, as well as with my knowledge, astrology knowledge, and also using the cards and my psychic abilities, etc. So we can integrate your chart if you want to. But doing a whole analysis of a chart, it takes hours.
Yeah.
It takes hours. So, and usually the longest sort of session you can book with me is 1 hour. So it's not going to be enough time.
Yeah, that's a lot. Can you repeat the website where people can check their birth chart?
Okay, it's Astroseek, SEEK.com.
Okay.
Just Google it. It will come up. It's the first one that comes up.
And after the live, I'll add it to the description for those that are watching the replay of this. And for those that are watching the replay of this, our friend Natalie from the FemmeTarot channel is here again to talk about dating, relationships. And relationships isn't just dating. And she just mentioned something very morbid. And I told her to look up my 8th house. And what sign is that?
Oh, God, Kemp.
I'm dying tomorrow? Damn.
You're not dying tomorrow. You're not dying anytime soon. Stop. You've got an Aquarius.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, we'll talk later about.
We'll talk later about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that can mean I'm dying in a couple of years. No, it's all right. It's all right.
No, it shows you sort of like how you're going to pass. Is it going to be an accident? Is it going to be like a chronic illness? Is it going to be something else? A heart attack? That's what I mean by it can give you sort of an indication of how you're going to pass. But don't go people and do this. I mean, we're all going to die. Okay. It doesn't matter. Let's keep it as a surprise.
Okay, a surprise. Have we met? But speaking of death, sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
We did a past life regression together. You did mine and you showed one of my past lives.
I did. What came up with yours? I don't remember. I've done so many.
Yeah. It was an interesting. I can't remember the details. That's why we recorded it. But I do remember you told me on one. I think I was eaten by a bear. I think I was eaten by a bear. Something like that. Something crazy.
Why am I not surprised?
I was like, okay, all right. I have to go back and listen to that one because there was a lot of helpful. Because it's not just about your past life; it's about how your past life can help your present life.
Exactly. And also connections with people from your present life that may have played a very important role in a past life. We have many past lives. This reading, the whichever past life comes through is the one that is meaningful to you right now in your life, what's going on in your life. They're super helpful for people, very interesting. Not well, some people find them fun as well because it's almost like reading a novel. You know, you've had the reading. It's like it's a story. It unfolds. Like, how did you grow up? What did you do in your life? Who did you marry? Did you have kids? How did you die? All of
I
it.
was straight in a past life, y'all. Can you believe it? Yeah, look, that's why I love past lives, because the way that we judge people, color, religion, I'm just like, if you believe in past life, you can't judge anyone at all because you've lived those lives. You could have been that person.
Exactly. And just a reminder, we do choose the
Mm,
lives that we're going to lead.
yeah.
Okay. Just before we enter our physical bodies, we sit down with our elders, we sit down with our guides, and we decide what kind of life we choose. Our parents too.
Yeah,
We choose.
I strongly believe that. I always say that. And I think to my, no, I'm grateful because when I look back on it, I'm like, I'm glad I had the parents. I know some people, if they knew my parents, two Scorpios, they're probably like,
Mhm.
ooh. But I'm glad for it because it's allowed me to be as independent as I like
Precisely.
instead of like, like a helicopter parent. Me and more, I'm a Taurus with a Cancer rising too.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. We'll talk later about that Aquarius in my 8th house.
Oh my God. Here we go. He won't let him go. He's a Taurus.
But you mentioned something that because you've said before that I need to give like an air sign a try, specifically in Aquarius. I'm a Taurus with a Cancer rising and a Leo moon. Why do you think an Aquarius I mean, I don't seem to attract Aquariuses in my life though.
Yeah, I have to look at okay, it's interesting. So I want to talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So it's interesting. I need to have a quick look as well where you're okay. I have it here. You have Mars and Venus in Taurus. Okay, hear me out. You have a lot of Taurus. We know this. I mean, you've got Chiron in Taurus, so do I. It's a generational thing.
Mm,
And you have Uranus in Scorpio, and Uranus is like the big bad teacher, right? He's like the teacher who teaches you a very hard lesson.
mm.
And I'm not surprised that both your parents are Scorpios. Looking at that, just saying.
Oh.
But going back to why you don't attract Aquarius, this is a very good question because it brings us back to something. For anyone who's not very familiar with astrology, I just want to give you some of the basics so you understand what we're talking about here. And maybe this way you'll also understand your chart and sort of like why you tend to choose a certain type of person or why a certain type of person comes to you. So this is interesting. Think about the sun, right? The sun is your zodiac sign. So the sun is I am, it's the self. It's the ego. Ego in Greek means I am. Okay, this is where the word comes from. So ego, ego in Greek, it's me, I. Okay, so this is what the sun is about. Who I am, who I think I am. The
Mm,
rising is I show. What do I show to other people? What is my public face?
mm,
How do I want people to perceive me? So that's your rising. You're a Cancer. You, for instance, you like to be seen as someone who's very empathic. Stop it. I know what you're thinking because you know I can read your mind. You're
Oh.
very empathic.
You know how I felt about cancers. But I can
I
talk
know.
about cancers because I have a Cancer rising.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You are someone who tries to control your emotions. That's the Taurus side because Cancers
Mm,
can be emotional, but you do put out a softer side out in public, your public persona, whereas in your personal life, because you have Taurus, you're a lot more sort of stable and very secure in yourself and your surroundings. But you put a softer side out there with that Cancer, and
mm,
that's why you attract people to you. And for instance, when you go traveling, because you love traveling, Tauruses generally do love to travel a lot because they want to experience different things because you're all about the comfort and the luxury of it all and the beauty of it all because you are also ruled by Venus along with Libra. Now, for you, for instance, with your rising in, I lost my trail of thought. What I was going to say,
in regards to my my Cancer rising.
Your Cancer rising, right? So you love to travel and stuff. And even though you are an introvert, so anyone who doesn't know Kempire outside of YouTube, I can tell you that he's very quiet in real life, right? He's quite reserved. He's open with his thoughts and feelings, but he'll do it in his own good time. He's not going to do it when you want to. So if I go and say, Kemp, are you all right today? Are you okay? If he's not ready to tell me what's going on, he's not. But he's not going to shut me down because he has that Cancer rising. So he has a way, a more diplomatic, a more empathic way of kind of shutting it down. Tell me if you agree or not.
I agree. I agree. And this is why I think it's so important to have these conversations, especially when we're talking about dating and relationships. So we're going to be talking about dating, but we're also going to be talking about your relationships, your friendships, and things like that. And this is why I strongly believe, I don't know what you think, Natalie, in regards to, I feel like any sign can really date each other if you understand who you're dating and you understand, like you're fully aware of their chart. I mean, I don't know if you can stand it. Like I keep saying that I'm going to end up dating a Virgo, and I'm like, after this last couple of weeks, I'm like, maybe not.
No, no, I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you. You've dated a Virgo. We know that. Anyways, we'll keep going.
Okay, so we've already jumped on in, but I wanted to start off by talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta because I found this account that that posted about them, and let me just make sure I have the account in front of me, because you know we love to cite our sources here. So Stars X Alyssa on Instagram posted these the star signs and things like that in regards to the new cast of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know you don't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. You haven't been watching Housewives a lot at all.
No, I've just stopped. Like the past year, I stopped. I
Wow.
needed a break. I need a break. I really do. I still watch Bravo shows, but not this one.
Okay.
These ones.
Okay. So I have their I don't blame you.
You're like, okay.
I do have their some of their birth charts. The rising, because the way that you calculate that is with their birth time, and if you don't have the birth time, a lot of times we don't have that for celebrities. But we have, I don't know if I believe this one. We do have Portia's. Portia's rising is Virgo, but her sun is Cancer. Her moon is Pisces.
Wow, she's got a lot of water sign. Look, Mercury, Venus, Cancer. She is emotional AF and she cannot control. She's very sort of like, you know, whatever she feels, she can't hold back. She just goes for it.
Is that why she blocked me and then unblocked me recently?
I know. Yeah, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. You never know what you're gonna get with so much water. She's dreamy. She lives in her own little world, and she sees things from her own lens. And if people don't get her or don't see her side of things or perspective, she'll get angry. Water signs are sensitive, you guys, but I can tell you they're snappy AF because they're moody.
The only water sign that I can understand or like are usually, I mean, I get along with all the water signs, and I think they're even more like Cancers are very compatible. Pisces are very compatible with Taurus. I personally just can't stand them.
Oops.
Sorry. Not sorry. But based off of her chart, I was actually surprised to see the Virgo rising, because I definitely don't get Virgo rising from her.
No, I don't think so. That could be wrong. We don't have their actual sometimes they'll even give like wrong dates of birth as well. One of the bigger celebrities, the A star, because they want to protect their energy.
Yeah.
So it's a way of doing that. So we don't know, but not a Virgo, but a Virgo rising wouldn't be bad with that chart because she has so much water and she has a little bit of fire with that Sag and Neptune, but that's not that important. So it kind of like grounds her, but I don't believe she's got Virgo rising, to be honest.
And she doesn't give grounded at all.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, with all that water, she's not grounded at all. And what she does is she projects a lot. She projects a lot because of her feelings.
Yeah, you literally just described Portia. Peach Juice Williams sometimes go body ya. Just like. But then look at Phaedra Parks. So Phaedra Parks will be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta towards the end of the season. We haven't seen her just yet. But look at this. We don't have her rising, but her sun and moon are Scorpio. Her Mercury is Scorpio. Her Venus is Sagittarius. Her Mars is Taurus.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. With that Neptune as well in Aquarius, she's had several, correct me if I'm wrong, but she's had several careers in the past, right?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. So that really explains it with that Aquarius and that Neptune. He's like trying different things and it's an expansion, right? So this
Mm,
is Jupiter is the planet of luck. Okay, can you go back? Where's
yeah.
Jupiter? Sorry. Jupiter is in
Where?
Aquarius. There you go. Jupiter's in Aquarius, and it's an Aquarius. And Aquarius is, I mean, technically it is an air sign, but it is also a water sign. He
Mm,
is a water bearer, right? He
mhm.
carries and so I'm not surprised she's had many, many careers. She's got many face, like she wears a lot of hats,
Yeah.
Phaedra. And I'm also not surprised that she's got all that Scorpio. I mean, look at her on Trader. Forget about RHOA. Look at her on Traders.
Yeah.
That she was in her element.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So such a scorpionic thing, trying to backstabbing and talking and trying to figure things out and being like a little detective and all of it. She was in her element. I'm disappointed she didn't win the Traders last year.
Yeah. I mean, that was like the only time I was rooting for Phaedra because I was like, this is
Fine.
her element. It was perfect. All right. So that's Portia and Phaedra's. Uh,
Oh, by the way, she's got Mars in Taurus,
mhm.
Phaedra. Let me
What
just
that mean?
say, let me give you this. Okay, Mars is passion and sex. All right. So that's why it's important to look at Mars if you are able to get someone's chart and you want to just look, just want to
Well,
take a
well,
little peek.
let's talk about that though.
Okay.
Because for me, it's sort of like, okay, you start dating someone. When should you say, let's get that birth chart done?
Oh, I used to do it just before. Like I would like as soon as used because I'm married now. But when I was single, I would be like, okay, do you want to go out? Oh, by the way, can you give me your date of birth? What's your sign? I did it all day. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time.
Okay. Yeah, because it's supposed to be fun. So at least you'll have it's almost like your own little background check.
Exactly. It is a background check. That is exactly how you do a background check on someone. If you learn astrology, listen, astrology has many facets of it. It takes years and years and years of intensive studying of astrology in order for you to get, but a chart can give you so much. It can give you about past relationships, mommy issues or daddy issues,
Mm,
potential career path. Is this person going to make money? Is this person going to F it all up and go
mm.
bank? You can see so much from someone's chart. So in dating, because this is what we're talking about, I know it's hard. You cannot just not everyone's gonna do what I'm doing. Is like, if you want to see me, if you want to go out with me, you've got to give me your deets. But sun sign will do. You can casually ask someone, oh, by the way,
I mean,
I don't
look,
know, find a way of asking.
I think if they get really squirmish or like, oh, you're into that, that already tells you this is not the person for you. I've met people like, oh my God, I
Right.
want to know. Like they're interested in learning that. And then you have their chart and you can be like, okay, Natalie, what does this say about this person?
Agree.
That's fine.
I mean,
But
I find it fun sometimes. I used to like when they would give me eventually when I start like when I would go on several dates and then I would be like, give me your, can you give me a little bit more so I can look at your chart? And
mm,
as soon as I looked at the chart, I would start reading them for filth.
mm,
And it would freak them out. But also, I agree with you. Those who ran away or thought like, "Ooh, this is pseudoscience. Oh,
mm.
this is such a beneath. This is so beneath me, or whatever." I'd be like, "You're not for me. You're
Yeah.
not for me."
Yeah, I agree. I agree. One of the things that I learned from you years ago is that Scorpio, if you find Scorpio in someone's chart, it's usually an indication of issues in their relationships and things like that. We talked about that when we were talking about
Yeah,
Jennifer Lopez. Can you talk a little bit more about what that means in someone's chart when they have Scorpio?
sure. This is mainly for Scorpio moons. That's me.
Mhm.
Scorpio moons. Like if someone has a Scorpio, does
And
anyone
Phaedra. Phaedra.
favorite? Oh, there you go. So Scorpio moons, basically when we were born, we came in with a lot of trauma from past lives, a lot of karma. So we're here to start, working on that karma and start working on our soul and our spirit. And the reason why we come to Earth to do it, because Earth is such a, I'm not going to use the word, but SHIT hole for our soul, for our spirit, because the spirit world is just heaven, right? We don't go through all of these low vibrational feelings and all these emotions that we're going through here. But that's the reason why we decide to come to Earth and reincarnate, because Earth is, and living this life is the biggest, greatest school or university for our soul. So we can elevate a lot faster because basically our soul is learning so much, and you're also cutting karma out. So Scorpio moons, generally, a lot of times there is a lot of karma. It also indicates difficult childhood. It could be that when you were a child, you may have been, essayed or PA'd or whatever it is, like very difficult start in your life. Scorpio moons also indicates witches or Scorpio moons, psychic mediums, anyone who is in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual community, spiritualists, etc.
So are you saying the Phaedra might be a little psychic?
I definitely think Phaedra is psychic. She's extremely intuitive. Look at her at Traders. You can really see it there, how she's like reading people. And she's got that scorpionic, that look where Scorpios like pierce through you with their eyes because they read you like that. So Scorpio moons, very tough in general, because they are a phoenix. Like usually, listen, when bad things happen to Scorpio moons, at first they feel like they're dying. They like feel heartbroken. They feel betrayed. They feel horrible. They just want to end it all. That lasts a couple of days. Then something switches, and Scorpio moons then start rising like the phoenix from their ashes. And that's when they're the most productive. So Scorpio moons have a lot of internal battle, going on, because of karma and past life as well. But I can tell you the most resilient of them all are Scorpio moons. And Leo moons, you. So basically the two of us.
Look, okay, so we're going to move on. I love the fact that we're able to tie back to relationships, but you know what I've noticed, and you can expand on this, a lot of water signs usually work well together in relationships.
You mean sun signs, right?
Yes, sun signs.
Yeah, not all of them. Listen, for instance, if you take the signs that are dual, i.e. Gemini, because you have two, Pisces, two. Those don't normally go well, because it's just like taking double personalities and putting them together, and then you have a whole community of cray going on in that relationship. So I mean, I would say, generally speaking, I'm trying to think of the rules. Usually your neighbor, usually depends on which decan you're born. Decan is like, you have like 3. So each zodiac is about 30 days, right? It's like the zodiac is 30 days. So you have 10, 10, 10. The first, the second, and the third decan. What happens usually with your neighboring signs, it can work out. Like you're a Taurus, so with an Aries or a Gemini, I know no Gemini, but I'm just saying, a Gemini, you would be compatible. And just taking the sun sign, but of course we need to know the moon, we need to know other things. But like if we just take it as basic as it is, usually your neighboring or your opposite signs. For instance, I'm an Aquarius, the opposite sign is Leo. I would do great with a Leo. Okay. You're a Taurus, so you would be with a Virgo.
Oh.
No, with a Libra, sorry.
Wait, is it Libra, or when you say opposite, what do you mean? Because isn't the opposite normally, for Taurus be Scorpio?
Hold on. Scorpio, you're right. Hold on. You're on the 5th, 6th. Yeah, Scorpio, you're right. Sorry. So it's easier to remember if you look at the wheel, the zodiac. So you just look at which one's across from you.
Okay.
You just see
So,
it
so
all
it
the
might
time.
work with me in the Scorpio. I've said this countless times, especially recently, that of the water signs, I like Scorpio the most.
Same.
Just saying. Sorry,
Same.
Pisces, but not sorry. Sorry, Cancer, but not sorry.
I like Pisces women. I have an issue with Pisces men.
I mean, that goes without saying with me. I say it all the time. Like, it's not the women. I usually get along. I get along with all the signs, but the ones that work my nerves are the Cancer men and the Pisces men. But those Pisces women, okay.
Let's not talk about Pisces women because I've had my own fair share recently with the Pisces.
Oh
So,
Lord.
I mean, stalker energy. Yeah,
Oh,
go on.
ooh. All right. So we have some of the newbies charts. We this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, we have 3 Tauruses: Drew
Whoa.
Sidora, Angela Oakley, and Shamia. So these are
Mhm,
2 of the Tauruses on this new season. Based off what you're seeing here, you see Shamia's on the left side, and then
yeah.
Angela's on the right.
Mhm,
So Shamia has a Taurus sun, Capricorn moon. Okay.
mhm,
We don't know the rising. The Venus Aries,
mhm.
and Mars is Libra.
Mercury, though, is Gemini, so she's very social. She likes to be in the limelight. She doesn't shy
Mhm.
away from the spotlight and whatnot. But she does have Taurus and Capricorn, so she does keep her private life private, or at least she tries. Okay.
Mhm.
She's all about the coin, very ambitious, very much money driven.
Mhm.
And where can you bring it up? Sorry. Mars and Libra, yeah. She's got a good chart in the sense that she can make things happen for herself. She's got Venus in the Aries, which means she loves sex, by the
Ooh.
way. Yep.
You hear that,
That's her love
Stacey?
language.
Stacey on Potomac was trying to make us believe that she wasn't having sex with that man that she paid to be on the show. It's like, you're not having sex with him, but you're having sex with someone. You're an Aries.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Venus, Aries, they want to have a lot of sex.
Mm.
That's their love language.
Mm.
There you go. So I don't know what she's saying.
Oh,
She also has Jupiter and Mars and Libra. She's diplomatic when she wants to
mm.
be. Um, Generally, yeah, I wouldn't mess with her, to be honest.
I mean,
If she if she finds dirt on you, or you know she doesn't like you, you never know what she's gonna do.
oh, 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 okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Angela Oakley, she's a newbie this season as well. She's also a Taurus with an Aquarius moon.
Mm.
Taurus is Mercury. Mercury in Taurus, Venus in Gemini, Mars in Taurus. Then she has her Jupiter in Sagittarius, Uranus Sagittarius, Neptune Sagittarius. What do you get from this chart for Angela?
If I was okay, I'm gonna say, well, I'm direct anyways. I'm gonna say it. Don't get offended, people. I'm just gonna say, if I was her husband or her boyfriend, I'd be worried because I'd be like, I don't think this woman's very loyal.
Oh, even with that Taurus sun?
That means nothing. Look at the rest of her chart.
Oh, damn, damn.
She's got Venus and Gemini. Hello,
Oh,
Gemini, the dual sign, the sign of duality, the sign where they can't make up their minds and they need to try everything.
wow.
Mars and Taurus. Mars and Taurus. Taurus is very sensual. Mars is sex and passion. Remember,
Mhm.
she's sensual. That's her love language. She wants touch, kissing, affection, romance, all of it.
All right. I
Mm,
want to move on just because we have a couple more that I want you to analyze, but that was enough. And people are just getting familiar with her. So we really don't know who Angela Oakley is like that. She's married
okay.
to a very famous basketball player.
Okay.
But that's about it. All right. Drew Sidora. See, they have this wrong because we know Drew is not a son. A son in Leo. Her son
So the
is
rest of it is wrong.
oh, so look, okay, let's move on to Kelly because but here's the thing, the sun in Leo would make a lot of sense to me because she lies a lot. Ooh,
Mm.
but she's a Taurus.
Ooh. Libra's light too, though.
Uh,
Just
okay,
saying.
okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
Gemini's too, by the way. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice this with Drew's. I should have immediately known. But Kelly is a Pisces. We do know that because she talked about that on the show. So
Okay.
Kelly's a newbie. Her sun is Pisces, moon is Aries. Like, what do you get from her chart?
Oh, I like her chart. I think
Oh,
she's gonna be a good one, a good housewife.
when you say good, what do you mean? Like good for television or like a good person?
No, good for television,
Oh,
which is the opposite of good person, usually.
someone
Usually in housewives.
like someone said can't spell Libra without liar.
Woo!
Damn, I didn't say it. Okay.
Brutal.
Get an A. Okay, damn. All right, so she's going to be entertaining based off of this chart.
Listen, she's going to be entertaining because she's going to start slow. She's got Pisces. So Pisces, just like Virgos, they kind of like sit back, observe, read the room, especially with that, Pisces are very intuitive, very in tune with the energies and reading people. So she's going to stand back a little bit and try to like read the room and sort of like read the other ladies, the other housewives.
Mm.
But once she starts feeling comfortable, and she's really gonna put things out there. I believe the reason why I think she's gonna be a good housewife is because I feel she's gonna bring a lot of facets in. So and with her chart, she must have a lot of hobbies or a lot of interests, which is going to make it interesting because she's got that fire as well. I saw that she has quite a bit of fire signs in her chart. She's got Aries moon. She's got Venus, another one with a Venus Aries, amazing. Mercury in Aquarius. This one, Kelly. How can I say this? I don't want to say that she lies, she's a liar, but I want to say that she can use things and
Based off of
embellish
what?
things.
Wait, why are you saying that? Based off
Well,
what?
she's got Mercury in Aquarius. And I want to say something that people don't realize.
What?
People who have Mercury in Aquarius usually are liars. Aquarians do lie, but they're not like white lies, fibs. Just saying.
Oh.
And I'm an Aquarius, but I've got to call it out.
And Mercury, what is the you have my chart still?
What did we say with you?
I'm not a liar though. I can already say this. I'm not a liar.
No, you're not a liar. No, not at all. You have a Gemini. Oh, shoot.
What?
Your Mercury's in Gemini.
What's that mean?
Well, first of all, you would be doing.
No.
Well, Gemini's lying too, but anyways. But I mean, it makes sense with you because you are a public figure. You're doing what you're doing. So let me see your Jupiter. Your Jupiter is in Libra. So there you go. You are someone who you're very attractive. And I don't just mean looks, you are attractive, but I mean like you attract people to you. People enjoy watching you, listening to you. With that Mercury and Gemini, you're very good at communication, very good at branding and rebranding yourself, something else that you've got. So, and Jupiter and Libra, you're very diplomatic, which you are when you want to.
Not coming for me on my own channel. If you're just joining us,
I'm joking.
I say psychic and medium to the stars. Okay, she's back here on the channel, and we're talking about dating, astrology, and more. We're taking a quick look at the Real Housewives of Atlanta's astrology chart. Can I ask you one card? I mean, if you could pull one card in regards to Drew Sidora and part of her storyline, because part of her storyline is that she is working with Portia's baby's father, and people are wondering if this relationship is more romantic or is it just business. So
Who's that again? Which housewife? Sorry, I missed it.
Drew Sidora and
Drew. Okay.
Yeah, Drew Sidora, and she's working musically. Sidebar: Drew Sidora has a new project out today, y'all. Go stream it, okay? She didn't ask me.
I heard from your shorts. Yeah.
So Drew is working with Dennis, who is the father to Portia's daughter. So there are rumors like, are they sleeping together or is it just business?
Oh, wait.
But Drew lies so damn much, we can't heads or tails. What?
Oh, wait, no. I had a jumper card. I'm laughing with what you're saying. Let me see. I had a jumper card. Oh Lord. I don't know.
What?
Okay. Hear me out. Wait.
Like what?
So the jumper card was the Chariot, which means that they are working together and they are building or working on a project that they're both invested in. Okay, so they both want to do well with this project or this album or whatever it is. But I did get the Ace of Cups
And what does that mean?
and the Five of Pentacles. Wait, let me
Oh,
just. You know what the Ace of Cups is? Um, I don't think it's Drew that has feelings for him, but I do think that maybe what's his name, Dennis,
yeah.
may have a little bit of a has
Crush.
a hots for her. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. But unfortunately, let me just say this. I don't feel. Are they working on an album? Did you say?
Yes. That came out
Okay.
today.
Let me also clarify that I don't think that this is going to turn into an affair, despite how he feels, or if he wants to sleep with her, whatever. She's not going to succumb to it. She's not going to do it. So they're working on an album. Unfortunately, I don't see it going well.
Oh, her project? We already knew that. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay then.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We don't care about the. I'm sorry. No, she's a very talented singer, but we come on, it's a housewife releasing music. It's okay. All right, moving on really quickly. Let me show you the other chart. This would be our last chart. This is Britt Eady and Cynthia Bailey. As you know, she's been on Real Housewives of Atlanta for a very long time. She's coming back as a friend of Britt Eady. We don't know a lot about.
Yeah.
So apparently her sun is Libra. They don't know her moon, Virgo or Libra.
Mm.
Mercury is Libra, Venus is Virgo, Mars is Aries. This is also the woman. I don't know if you know the story about Kenya getting into it this season with Britt Eady, and then they have this big event, and she shows this photo of Britt Eady with.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't have to go. I didn't want to get too much more descriptive. So that there's some stuff going on with Britt Eady this season. Based off of her chart, what vibe do you get?
Well, based on her chart, if assuming that she also has Libra moon, but Libra moon, they're not very emotionally stable usually. There's a lot. No, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean like they're just like a little bit all over the place. I don't mean like they're just but I would say without knowing that with Libras are usually the diplomats, you know, they're peacekeepers, the peacemakers. They just don't like too much drama unless they're causing it. But it's rare that Libras will cause drama because they just cannot, you know, they're ruled by Venus. They want everyone to love each other. They want everybody to hug each other. Let's all be a big commune of hippies. That's how they see life. Can I see again real quick? Sorry, because Jupiter, Gemini, Saturn, and Uranus and Sagittarius. Oh, yeah, she can be snappy. She can be fiery. She can be. She has Venus in Virgo. Ooh, she. I don't think she's had much luck in love in general.
And she's married to this new guy, but we're finding out. Is Tisha in the live chat? We're finding all kinds of shady mess about this relationship with her husband. Ooh. But yeah, she got with this guy over the pandemic, and is there something just shady about him? I don't know what it is. Something shady.
I feel that she doesn't attract the right kind of men in her life. Just looking at her chart and looking at everything, she has Pluto in Scorpio. Girl, she's not going to have a good time the next few years with that Pluto, because Pluto is an Aquarius, and it does affect all the fixed signs, and Scorpio is a fixed sign. So is Leo, so is Taurus, so is Aquarius. So it's not going to be great for her. But I don't know, with her, she's fun. I feel like she's a girly girl, you know. She's someone that is fun to hang out with or go on trips with, etc. But I don't know, she's very much the diplomat. She's not honest. She never shows true intentions.
I do find it interesting, of all the charts so far, the only person that you said that's going to be a really good housewife is Kelly. That's interesting. Okay.
Just from what I'm seeing, and intuitively as well.
Yeah. Cynthia Bailey.
Yeah, Cynthia.
Definitely her sun sign is Pisces. Moon Gemini. Mercury Pisces. Oh, there's a lot of Pisces in this chart. Yeah. And Virgo, I know I can't stand her already. No playing. What is your perspective based off of Cynthia Bailey's chart?
Tough one. First of all, she loves to talk. She talks nonstop unless someone stops her. Very, very intuitive as well. Look at the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wow, that's a lot. Pluto and Virgo. I feel like Cynthia in her life may have hard time kind of like finding her place. This is a little bit deep, but I'm also picking up intuitively things. So she's struggling with herself. She does have, and sorry to out her if it hasn't been outed yet on the show, body dysmorphia issues and self-esteem issues. She just has a great way of hiding it, like masking it.
Yeah.
But she's very intuitive, but she can get super emotional, and when she gets emotional, she lashes out.
Mm. We've
Uh,
literally. Did you see Ultimate Girls Trip season 1 where she was a part of it?
yes, I did. I did.
That
I
is a
did.
perfect example because we did not see that coming. And then when everything sort of turned on her, she went, woo! We were like, we did
I
not see that coming with Cynthia.
Well, that's the thing. She's patient, 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 and then if you hit where it hurts,
Mm.
or when she's had enough, it's going to be, it's going to be Third World War. It's going to be Hiroshima. She's not going to hold back. She's going to lash out, and she can be very hurtful with her words.
Ooh.
Sharp tongue
Ooh.
when she
Okay.
gets that.
Yeah. Cynthia's dating, I think, because I've listened to her podcast. I do enjoy her podcast with Krista Kung Minkoff. And I think the guy that she's dating, he's Dutch, he is a Taurus, Pisces and Taurus.
That's interesting.
I dated a Pisces. I mean, it didn't work out. We're still friendly, but it didn't work out.
Depends. I would say like intuitively Pisces and Taurus. He's a Taurus. I think that's good for her because a Taurus is super patient. She needs someone who's very patient.
Mm.
Tauruses you guys are very resilient and very there. But you too, Tauruses. If you lose patience or if you've had enough, scorched earth. You go scorched earth.
It takes a lot, though, for us to
It
get
takes
there.
a lot. Yeah, takes a
It
lot.
does. So if I get there, y'all know. And I've been saying on the channel that I'm in my villain era. There's a few signs. I think even Aquarius too. We're in our
Yes,
villain
I'm
era.
in my villain era too.
So buckle up, y'all. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're here with Natalie from the YouTube channel FemmeTarot. You can get more information on a reading, her crystals, everything is available in the description, or you can just head on over to FemmeTarot.com. We're talking about dating and astrology. Of course, if we're going to talk about astrology, if you've been here before and we've been talking about dating, we've been bringing up astrology and things like that. I want to move into that realm now.
Okay.
Because as an Aquarius, are there a sign? Let's say you were single again, okay?
Mhm.
Is there a sign that you would absolutely not date? And if so, why?
Oh, plenty.
There's a few.
There's a few. I know I don't get along with Pisces men. I get along as friends. I do have male friends that are Pisces. But my ex-boyfriend actually was a Pisces with a Scorpio moon. We rarely fought,
Hmm.
but he was so Pisces, he had double water as well. I don't remember his moon. But anyways, I wouldn't date a Pisces again because they get to, especially with Aquariuses, because Aquarius can be a little bit more aloof, a little bit more distant. We
A little.
protect a little. Just a
No,
smidge.
You're Virgo in your chart. Was it your Virgo moon?
Virgo rising.
Virgo, right? That makes you a little bit more grounded, more organized,
Yeah.
more. You don't. There are moments, I'm sure, with Aquarius, but I think that really brings balance to you. But remember, you met one of my friends, or we over the phone.
Yes.
We did her chart. Her chart was Aquarius, and I said that makes complete sense because she's very aloof. But I love her. Like we get along. I get along very well with Aquarius women, but ooh, she is aloof.
I know they can be, and especially if they have a lot of if they have an Aquarius stellium, which means that you have more than four planets in the same zodiac sign. That's called a stellium, and
Mm.
especially if they reside in one or two houses, it's a stellium. So that means you have a lot of that potent energy of that sign. Aquariuses, they're very misunderstood because Aquariuses is like you either hate us or love us. There's no in between with Aquariuses, really. And I get it. I'm an Aquarius. I get it 100%. But the thing with Aquariuses is that you need to give them time in order for them to feel like they can open up to you. And if you're going to date an Aquarius, the way to their heart is by telling them what kind of books you watch, the documentaries, your travels. Aquarians were very intellectual. It's all about here. If we get turned on up here, then just freaks in the sheet, that's for sure.
So, okay, remind me, what are the signs that you would avoid if you were
Okay,
back?
yeah, sorry, I went off.
Okay.
I could talk forever about.
Oh, I know. I mean, you're gonna have to come back because I know people. We're just scratching the surface when it comes to some of this. So, what are the signs that you would?
So, I wouldn't date an I wouldn't date an. I'm married to an Aquarius. I wouldn't do it again.
But he has a Capricorn, though, right?
Sorry?
He has a Capricorn. What is this Capricorn?
Yes, that's why. He's got a Capricorn. It's not just the Aquarius. He's got a Capricorn rising and he's got an Aries moon. So,
yes, he doesn't give, because I met him. He doesn't give Aquarius.
No. He gives the Capricorn. He's very much a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then you have you have 2 earth signs. You need that in your life.
I know. I have, you know why? Because in my family, we're all air signs. My mom's a Gemini, my dad's a Libra, my brother's an Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius. It's cray. So we needed my kids to be earth signs for us to keep us sort of like grounded. Yeah. It's crazy. So the other sign I wouldn't date, for 100%, tried and tested, never doing it again. And even with friendships, I'm a little bit apprehensive. Geminis.
Really?
Yeah. Geminis. The ones that I do love and I would date over and over again. Sagittarius, Leos, not Libras, not Virgos, maybe a Capricorn.
Really? Yeah. Capricorn? I'm so shocked at that because you really do not like Capricorns.
I know, but that's why I said maybe a Capricorn if they had let's say a Libra rising and a Leo moon, I would definitely date that one.
Oh. I will say this though, as soon as you said Sagittarius, for me as a Taurus, although I do love Sagittarius people, there's a childlike energy to them. I really do like Sagittarius. I just know it wouldn't work for me in my Taurus self. Do you agree?
It wouldn't work with you. Yeah. 100%.
Remember, there was a time I was just briefly talking to a Sagittarius, and I told you about it, and you're like, "Yeah, it's not going to work."
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, have fun, but it's not going to work."
Yeah, and it didn't.
It didn't. And the reason why I like Sagittarius is because, and this is to teach everyone as well, is because my Venus is in Sagittarius. So I'm attracted to this fire sign, the Sagittarius. I love the fact that they're adventurous, that they're all over the place. You're never bored with the Sagittarius. They're always happy and positive. I mean, they can get nasty too. They can get mean if they get angry. Okay, Sagittarius, they're not all just like because they are the free spirit of the zodiac. So because of my Venus, I get along amazingly in a relationship with Sagittarius. We have so much, because we also give each other space, which is important for an Aquarius.
And your Venus is what? Sagittarius or?
Sagittarius.
Oh. And this is my Mars to get your birth chart done so that you know these things. And this is why I always tell people it's important to know not just your sun sign. It's important to know everything because there are elements to your chart that will help you when it comes to dating. What are your thoughts? And I'm sure we've talked about this before. I always tell people to pay attention to the astrological signs that you have around you and that you're attracting. What is that about? Why are we attracting particular signs around us?
Again, you have to look at your chart. You have to see, like Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. So it is the people that you want to have around because you want to communicate and hang out with and have a good time. So you look at your Mercury. Where is your Mercury? For instance, if Mercury in Gemini, you attract more of these, like you would attract Sagittariuses, you would attract Aquariuses, you would attract more of the more free-spirited, more fun-loving, adventurous sort of type of people. So it's important to look at your Mercury and also as well your Venus, because Venus it doesn't just rule love, relationships, and partnerships, but it also rules in a sense friendships, because a friendship is a partnership. It can be a lifelong partnership, but it's a friendship. Yeah. So you have to look at your chart to understand why, and in dating, if you keep seeing that you're attracting the same type of person over and over and over again, check your Venus and Mars, because Venus is how you love, it's your love language, and Mars is who you're attracted to and also who you attract. So if you have
I should have had my chart wide open so I could be like, like,
wait, hold on, I'll tell you. Right here.
Here's my chart. She's on my chart multiple times.
It's the top one out of all the charts. Kemp's is the one on the top.
Just a reminder, guys, if you're just joining us, I'm here with FemmeTarot. More information on her channel and more information on how you can get crystals, book a reading, all of that's available in the description. And don't forget, liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels that are talking about similar topics. As you know, here we talk about a variety of things, and I just dropped a new episode where you can hear the Kempire After Dark, a live experience that we had here in New York City that is exclusive to our Club Kempire Apple Podcast subscription baddies. So be sure to check that out on Apple Podcasts. Okay.
I want to say, because Jan makes a good point, but we haven't touched the houses yet. That is, I don't want to burden everyone who is not really familiar, because you can look, if you want to find out who your future husband or wife or potential partner is going to be, you look at your 5th and 7th houses. 7th house is the house of marriage partnership. So you can look there as well. But we're, as you said, we're keeping it to the surface just to get people acquainted with things that we're saying, and then we can gradually start, getting more deeper into the chart and what the houses mean, and because astrology is huge. You have to look at, do they make a square? Are they opposing? Where are the orbs? Where are the nods? You have to look at everything to.
It's a science.
It is a science. 100%.
Those that don't believe, I'm like, it's literally a science. And it's funny because if people really understood how many different religions base, their calendars and everything is off of the stars. And if you look at the Indian culture, they base every decision that they make off of their astrological birth charts and things like that. I've even had that done. So I'm just saying. Okay. So what did my chart say?
Okay, so you've got Venus and Mars and Taurus. Generally, you're someone who wants someone who can respect your space, respects you, can follow your rhythm in life, or if they can't, they're not gonna impose their sort of lifestyle or their rhythm onto you. Comfort and romance is important for you. And Tauruses are very sexual, but it's not like Aries. Aries, like, everything's sex with them. So they're like a golden retriever in heat. Whereas with you, sex is important, but it's not important when you're single. It's not like you're like, I need to go out there and get myself some.
No. But
it's important in a relationship because that is your love language. Touch, kissing, just bedroom talk, all of it. And so you generally attract, or you want to attract, people who are, it's important for you actually to date someone who is, I was gonna say quieter than you, but you are super quiet in real life.
Have you seen the trend too, what Tiffany says, a golden retriever? There's a TikTok trend going on, men that are golden retrievers.
Yes, I know. That's where I got it from. The golden retrievers.
Okay.
But Aries are golden retrievers in heat. That's all.
Oh,
they are. It's true. And Scorpios, of course. Scorpios, it's everything about sex. They get their power through sex. The Scorpios. It's very important for them. And if you don't give it to them, you guys have dated a Scorpio, so I know what I'm talking about. So if you don't give it to them, they take it so personally. They're gonna make your life misery. They're like kids, you took my iPad away. I'm just gonna make your life miserable. You took my sex away. It's exhausting.
But we have a lot of, because it is Aries season. What are the ideal matches for Aries? Okay, we've talked a lot about Aries and them being very sexual. I've been telling y'all that. What is the ideal match you think for like someone that's Aries?
again, we're generalizing here because you'd have to look at the chart. I'm just saying it for people watching. You would have to look at their charts. There's so many, but typically Aries, funnily enough, they are compatible with most, not all, but most signs. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. It's the first sign.
Yeah.
Aries are the babies. So they're the ones full of life, full of energy. They will try anything. They're adventurous. Nothing holds them back. So they do tend to get along with people until they don't because they're Aries. So yeah, they would get along with, I would say Aries would be great with, believe it or not, in my opinion, I believe Cancers. I would say Cancer. I would say Libra. Depends on the Libra, but I would put Libra in. Not Capricorn, not Aquarius, not Pisces. I'm just going through the zodiac now. Taurus, yes.
I've never dated an Aries. I'm friends with a lot of Aries women,
True.
but I've never dated an Aries. I don't know if that would work because I love me some Aries, but ooh.
Wow.
What about Aries and Gemini? I see that match a lot.
I was just about to say Gemini and Aries, I believe, is a good match. I believe it's chaotic, exhausting, but a good match.
Danny in the chat says, would you date a Taurus FemmeTarot? I'm a Taurus born and raised on Mother's Day.
I would definitely date a Taurus. I love Tauruses. Kempire is a Taurus. My son is a Taurus. I have a lot of Tauruses around me. I love Tauruses because they keep me grounded and they kind of slow me down. And also they take me out of like, I'm way into my head sometimes. I have 1,000 conversations go Virgo rising, it never shuts off. And Tauruses have an amazing way of like calming me down and just bringing me back to earth. Kempire does that. Like usually when I'm stressed or something, I'll call Kempire and he just has an amazing way of just like, compartmentalizing everything for me and kind of like showing me the way. And I get out of this emotional sort of state that I'm in. So yeah, Tauruses, I would love to. I'm married. I just need to keep saying that.
She's married. Zoe, thank you so much for the super chat. Zoe says, are you going to drop a call-in link? I never done this before, but I'm interested for her to read me. I am in need. Well, we will be dropping the call-in link. I've already dropped it for our senior royals. However, this is not a full-out reading. You have to book a reading for like a full reading. This will be for one simple question, mostly geared towards love and dating. However, if you do have, shout out to our members because we're making this exclusive for our members. So I've already dropped the call-in link for our senior royals. I'll be dropping it for our royal court members in just a second. But Zoe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says Juice Adore's album will be as successful as Giselle and Ashley's GNA.
Oh,
it's not successful. We don't even know what that is at this particular point. We don't know if it's a clothing line. Is it a charity? We don't know what it is. We know it's defunct. That's what we do now. All right. So as I said before, I've dropped the call link for our senior royals. I'm dropping the call link now for our royal court members because it is very late over in Greece where FemmeTarot is located. So
it's okay. It's a Friday. I don't have to.
I know that's right. That's the Aquarius in you. For me as a Taurus, I'm like, yeah, it's very late.
That was what. So, guys, a fun fact until the callers start calling in. So, Kempire, when he was here, he was staying with me. I've got to say this. I've said this before. I'll say it again publicly. He is at least to me, it was like the best house guest ever. Never complained. Never complained. Like we did a lot. Like we would get. I like to sleep in. He's an early riser. He was so patient. He was doing his meditation, whatever. I would get down. I would go drink my coffee. Then I would go meditate myself. Like he is so easygoing. It's incredible. And the funny thing is like, we booked one night. I was like, oh my God, because we were so busy during the day. We would do a ton of things and then would come home, we'd be tired. And then we would both do our videos, our stuff. Life goes on, social media goes, we have to work.
We had breaking story that time of the year. We had a breaking story. I forgot I think it was something Beverly Hills related.
No, it was yeah, something with Andy as well in Beverly Hills, and
Oh no, that was my Andy stuff. People would
that was your Andy stuff.
they're
Yeah.
throwing me under the bus. Oh no, it was Mauricio and Kyle announcing their separate.
Right.
I just remember.
Right.
But
Well,
that I will have to say you were my good luck because that video that I did there ended up being on the show.
oh,
So
that's true.
that's nice.
There you go. So one night I'm like, okay, listen, we'll need to go to a bar. You need to go see the nightlife here. We'll go to a bar where you can see the Acropolis. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be booked a table, called a couple of places because a little bit last minute. We booked the table. Guess what? We never went. We
Are we shocked? Have we met me? That's why I find it so interesting. People think that I was at some club on Pride at this particular point in my life, filming Andy Cohen under a table. Really? On a Saturday night at the club? And
you
honestly,
know,
that's not even me. I don't film people without their permission.
not sure. And you know what's funny? That even though we didn't go because we were tired, we went on boat trips. We
Oh,
did it all. And then we went to bed at 1:30 in the morning, eventually, in the end.
yeah, but we're
Like
at
we didn't
home.
go, but we were still
Look, I'm a homebody. I mean, I like to look when I'm traveling, I get out and I do stuff, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm ready to go home. And I remember I went to after that, I ended up going to Amsterdam and then I went to
right,
Cologne for
right.
their pride, their gay pride. And I was like,
Mm.
I'm really over all I mean, I did it because I wanted to see my friends, but I was like, yeah, this is not for me anymore. But
Yeah, yeah. But we
too
had a great time and we had full
yeah,
days. We were busy. We did it all. So there you go.
and good food. Most
Oh,
important.
that's what we did all the whole time. Kemper and I were eating, eating, eating. It's like every 2 hours, like looking at each other. Do you want to go eat? Do you want to go grab something to eat?
I'm always ready to eat. Always ready to eat. Keith, thank you so much for the super chat. Keith says, I feel bamboozled. Why is it saying I'm a Leo? Maybe because I was born at 6:45 a.m., but all my life I thought I was a Virgo. There's a lot of people that get a little confused with that whole Virgo thing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, depends what you're looking at because is it the Vedic astrology? Did you go where did you get your chart done?
Yeah,
Which site?
did you
Because
go to
Vedic astrology is different. It's a little bit different. The zodiacs change differently than tropical or Western
That would be
astrology.
hilarious his entire life, though. That he, because I mean, the Leo and Virgo are very close in their date, so it would be really interesting that his entire life he thought that he was a Virgo, but he's a Leo.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
but actually, embrace the Leo energy. It's a good thing.
And I always say, if you're on the cusp too, I always feel like there's still an element of that energy, especially if you're on the cusp. I feel like you still have the energy of your neighboring sign. And I think you said that a little bit earlier on.
First 3
So
days, the first 3 days. So the cusp and then a couple of days, you still kind of like you still have the energy of your neighboring sign. For instance, I'm on the cusp. I'm 1 degree Aquarius. I'm literally just as the sun entered in Aquarius. I was born.
mm.
So I do have these Capricorn traits. I rebuke them. I refuse them. I do not, but I have them.
You know, they say an ideal match for me is Capricorn. I dated Capricorn though. I was a little bored though. Sorry, Capricorn.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the
I'm,
thing. They're not bad, but
yeah,
yeah.
we had a lot in common, but I was just like, yeah, I didn't feel
Mm.
the spark, and it could be that. Could that be what my Leo moon?
Oh yeah, your Leo moon. I mean, Capricorns are not the type. Leo moon wants a lot of compliments and they want to receive attention and they want all of that. And Capricorns are not great at doing that.
Oh, see, not gonna work. Someone said
No, there you
Carlos
go.
King is a Libra. I was gonna say liar, but
Okay.
both are fitting. Jocelyn, thank you so much for the super chat. As a Pisces woman, what's a compatible sign to date? My Cancer ex was a baby. This Leo man is savage. Ooh. Yeah, as a Pisces woman, you can't take no Leo man.
Oh, girl.
What would be your advice for Jocelyn Booker reading so you can get the rest of that chart? Um,
Um, what a Pisces, no joke, but this is intuitive. Now, this is intuitive just for you,
Ooh.
Libra.
Oh,
Give it a try.
oh. I've never dated a Libra. Like I have female and Libra, male Libra friends, like great friends. I've never dated one though. I don't know if I could. There's something about Libras that gives me
F boy.
no, because the Libra guy that I know, he's not one.
Okay.
I don't. I don't know. I just there's something about their energy is more like I friend zone them because I'm like I'm not interested in that. I attract a lot of Virgo. I know you're looking at my
Mm.
chart. Why do I attract a lot of Virgo? A
Oh,
lot of
where's
Virgos, both
that's
here on the
true.
channel, both in my life. Literally, I was getting something. I was getting like stretched, and the stretcher and I we just like connected, and I was like, "What's your birthday, Virgo?" I was like, "Oh
Well, you don't have any Virgo in your chart, but here's the thing. Virgos are super intuitive. Maybe people don't realize that because mostly we talk about the water signs being intuitive. Virgos are extremely intuitive.
my God."
So they pick up on your energy and they feel safe with you. So that's why they come to you.
And he definitely said that. He definitely felt like he feels very comfortable with me.
Right.
But a lot of people say that about me. Every sign says that.
It's true.
Jocelyn says both her parents are Libras. So maybe she needs to date. She needs to date Libra. Give it a try, Jocelyn. Jocelyn called in a few weeks ago where we have the callers call and talk about their dating
Mhm.
life, and she talked about some of her dating stuff. So try Libra.
Yeah.
Well,
Try a Libra and let us know.
and the thing is too, not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Libra sun. It could be like there's a lot of Libra in their chart. Am I wrong or right? Correct?
No, it could be Libra rising. Listen, the older we get, the more connected we get to our rising.
Mm,
Okay. And this is because the older we get, we are more aware of our public image and our life changes and we get more secure because we have a career and whatnot. So again, we're generalizing, we're talking about the sun signs,
yeah.
but I would focus more on the rising generally
Mm,
when you meet someone, a new friend, if there's a new colleague, a new boyfriend, whatever it is, find out their rising. That's where it's going to be a lot more accurate, the reading
yeah.
on that person than the sun sign.
And
Because
we
again, the sun is about the self, what you want to, it's like what do you want to put out there?
yeah.
Um, and a lot of times it's very curated, the
Mm,
sun, whereas the rising, it's you. Okay, it is your first impressions, it is your public image, but it's you in combination with your moon, which is your emotional world, it's the
mhm.
inner world, it's all of that.
Wow, wow. All right, so we have quite a few people backstage. Folks, I
Mhm.
will be setting a timer. You can ask a question, dating, career. No,
Dating, yeah, I'm not going to read charts, but I can intuitively give you some insights from.
yeah. Okay, so let's get to some calls, guys. Don't forget to like the video. It's easy, it's free, it's a great way of supporting the channel. And don't forget to follow our guest, FemmeTarot, on her YouTube channel. Congratulations. You're almost at what, 6,000 subscribers. Let's help
Almost,
get
yeah.
her there. We have over 500 of you here. I'm sure that will take us right over if all of you go over there and follow. All
Thank
right.
you.
So Tisha is the first one backstage. Shout out to our members. It's exclusively, we made the call and link available for our members. Next time FemmeTarot comes, we'll drop it in the live chat. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, Foxy. Yes, everyone. Please respect the timer. All right. Tisha's backstage. We're going to bring Tisha up first. Hold on. Let me bring this up. Okay. Tish, what's going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes, I
Hi.
can hear you. Hi, FemmeTarot. I would like to book a session with you, but I'm just going to ask my question really quick because I know there's a timer. My sun is Capricorn, my moon is Gemini, and my rising is Aries. I have no idea what any of that means. Um, but I am very career driven, right?
Yes.
And I would like to start a business, and I want to know, is now the right time? Or is that a good question to ask? I was hoping I wouldn't be
That's
first.
fine. That's fine. I can tell you intuitively. Tell me again,
Okay.
sun, where's your sun?
Sun is Capricorn. My
Cap,
moon, my moon is Gemini,
yeah.
and my rising is Aries.
Rising is that girl, you can make money. You can succeed. But you need to listen, I don't know. Do you have something in mind?
Yes, actually, I do.
Do you want to share a little bit?
I can. So I have a couple of reproductive issues.
Okay.
And growing up, my family was really into holistic medicine. And my
Mhm.
grandmother would make a lot of herbs and things for me to take. And so I've recently started doing it for myself and my family and friends. And people want me to sell it. And so I'm open to it, but I'm also fearful because I hate failure. And that's something I'm trying to work through. I am so sorry. I am over. I will book a time with you.
It's okay. Let me answer this before you go. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait, wait. I know. It's fast. I love the idea. I love all of it. Let me tell you, with that moon in Gemini and that rising in Aries, you promote yourself or brand yourself with a twist. And my guys are saying use the color orange. For some reason, orange can attract money and can
I love
attract luck
orange.
for you.
I love orange. Okay, thank you. And I'm going to book a session with you. Thank you so much.
Okay, my love. Thank you.
Thanks, Tish. Tish gave us some info on Bosima St. John. We'll have to do this again so we can do like a full chart reading because
Okay, I'm down.
Judgy Justice is backstage. Judgy Justice, what did you want to share or ask?
Hi. So I recently changed jobs, and I'm not sure if this was the right thing for me. I'm a Taurus. My moon's in Aquarius, and my rising's a Taurus. So,
Wow.
Ooh, a lot of changes for all that fixed sign. You're very fixed because you have triple fixed in your big three. So I'm not surprised that there are big changes in your generally in your career and work right now, because with Pluto being in Aquarius and being, you know, a fixed sign as well, it will affect all of the facets in our lives, Kempire's, mine's, yours. And so what was the question about your career? I believe intuitively, let me tell you this. March and April are very difficult months, astrologically speaking. It is eclipse season. We do have Mercury retrograde right now. Venus is retro. We need to talk about that regarding dating, Kempire, before we go. Just a little tip. And so there are a lot of these energies, but I do believe that my guides are saying June is going to be a good and lucky month for you.
thank you so much. I appreciate the advice.
Thank
You're
you so
very
much,
welcome.
Judge Justice. I love the timer. Let's talk about the Mercury in retrograde and when in relation to what you were just saying.
Why are you frozen, or is it just for me?
I am frozen. All right, you can hear me. All right, keep going.
Okay.
If you can just answer in regards to the Mercury retrograde you said you wanted to talk about.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying. Okay, so just a heads up for everyone. We do have Mercury, not Mercury, Venus is retrograde now. And we talked about Venus being the planet of love, the planet of partnerships, and Venus is retrograde, which means that the planet has slowed down so much that it almost appears that the planet's going backwards. And so the energy basically is going inwards, right? It's not an outward energy, it's an inward energy. And inward energy can be a little bit toxic. So for you singles out there, all right, if you are dating or you just met someone during this period, so this was sort of started beginning of March and Venus goes back direct, I believe 17th of April, then I just want to give you a heads up. It's not going to last, because anything that starts during Venus retrograde is not to last. Even if you rekindled with someone, even if your ex is back. And by the way, it is Mercury retrograde. So most likely, usually when Mercury is retrograde, all the exes come back. Okay. They come crawling back for a little bit of a booty haul. Do not start relationships during this period if you can help it. Okay. And if you are in a situationship relationship, just remember that this might not last.
Ooh, okay. All right. We have a long line. Guys, I don't think we're going to be able to get to everyone, but we're going to try. Okay, Janelle. Thank you. We're going to bring Janelle up. Janelle, hey, Janelle, I love your photo.
Bonjour. Hello, darlings. How are y'all?
I love her. I love you, Janelle.
Sagittarius. Are you surprised?
Yeah, I love you. There you go.
Thank you. I love y'all too. I was like, when Kempire said y'all were doing a collab, I was like, I'm there. Okay, so here's my question. So first off, I'm, as Kempire knows, I'm very much into astrology. So my sun is in Sagittarius, my rising and moon are both in Aries, though my rising is in my first house and my moon is in my 12th house. And my little three, Mercury and Venus, are both in Capricorn, and my Mars is in Scorpio. So for me,
Can I marry you? I love it.
Huh?
Can I marry you? I love it.
Oh my God, yes, I'm single. Yes.
I'm not.
I would love to live in Greece. I could be a kept woman when I want to be.
Come Sagittarius, sis.
Yes.
You better come.
Yes. For me, my main question is right now, I'm very much in like an in-between space in terms of career and love, funny enough, because I'm really like, I'm actually reviewing everything in my life when it comes to relationships and also like what I want to do in my life. Like I'm a trained actress and writer, and I still want to do that, but I want to build upon that. And I've been told like start a podcast, start a YouTube channel, and just like I'm still trying to figure out what to do because the ultimate goal is to make films and TV shows. And then I'm also, because I'm 35, it's like when I turned 35 this past year, the thought of like, oh, biological clock, children, do I want all these things and things that you think about when you are a woman of a certain age? And so it's just like I'm just trying to figure out like what the next steps are in terms of that.
In terms of content creation, I would say channel your Sag energy. You love traveling, right?
Yes.
And you love anything adventurous and trying new things. And do you like food? Are you a foodie?
I am a foodie. I was considering starting a side project about, because I've gone into I went sober 2 years ago, just had a choice, just to see how my life would be without alcohol. And so I'm always curious about mocktails and like what that like sober, because like I don't want to just drink pineapple juice and soda water for the rest of my life when I go out with my friends. Okay. So I was just like me going around New York City, just like exploring bars and restaurants, different like mocktail offerings and how they stand up in my own funny way.
I was going to say, exactly. I love that because I was going to say, why don't you because listen, it's oversaturated over here, just generally on social media, on this platform, everywhere. So you need to find your niche and you need to find something that's true to you for the content to be authentic. And you are someone who's super authentic with this triple fire, with a Sag and the double Aries in your big three. So I was going to suggest, I love the mocktail idea. Why don't you do your content could be about mocktails from all around the world and sort of combine it with sort of like tidbits and fun facts about the place where a mocktail comes from. And also, I would also focus more on the food and lifestyle side, because I think that would be very fitting for you. And this is intuitive coming psychically.
Okay.
So you would say I focus more on my career than my relationships and tell everyone to like leave me alone about my love.
That's what you're going to do anyways, because you do prioritize your career. And especially now, for some reason, I pick it up intuitively that right now you're not in a space for, love and all that, because it's like a distraction for you and you're not in that place. So I would totally focus on your career right now. The rest is going to come when you're ready.
Okay. Thank you. Is the Capricorn stellium rare? I heard that.
Janelle.
I forgot. The timer did go long.
Yes, it did.
A Sag needs to be called out sometimes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janelle. Bye.
Love her.
I love Janelle's energy, but I'm trying to be respectful. There is a long line of people.
Yeah.
I want to be fair to everyone. Okay. I'm going to bring up Jocelyn just because Jocelyn has quite a few super chats backstage that I want to read. So I'm going to bring Jocelyn up. Jocelyn, hold on 1 second. I just want to read your super chats. As a Pisces woman, what's compatible sign to date? My Cancer ex was a baby. This Leo man is savage. Okay. And then you said both my parents are Libras. All right. And then was that the only one I think that, yeah. So, okay, Jocelyn, what did you want to ask FemmeTarot?
Well, thank you for taking me, Kemp. And hey, FemmeTarot. I actually had a career question. I know this isn't exactly what we wanted to talk about, but
since I'm here, might as well.
Yes, I'm a licensed therapist by trade, but I've been in corporate for over 20 years, and it's really difficult for me in the corporate space as a Pisces. And this is my second time that I got passed over for a promotion. And so my question is like, do you see like what can I do to make it in this corporate space? I really have a passion to be in the corporate space. I still see clients directly, so I am still serving in that way, but my feelings just get extremely hurt being in this space. And so I'm really looking for a corporate job. So I'm hoping you see that intuitively, and just any advice that you have for Pisces in that kind of cutthroat environment.
I was going to say that intuitively, and my guides were showing that you work best in a team, regardless, and a team that you trust and a team that you build. I don't know in what kind of corporate or what kind of industry you're working in, or you're, thinking or you're looking for. But I would say for you, for that the Pisces energy, you need to feel like you are part of a tribe and you have a tribe, because that gives you sort of like that comfort or that little sort of safety net, especially because you are the brunt of a lot of this energy in the corporate world. And, we all know what it's like. So I would say anywhere where you can be part of a good team. And if you could be, I don't know, again, I don't know your career and everything, but if you could be the team lead and build your own team, then you'll be safe in there. It's going to be your tribe and you're really going to thrive in that position. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for. So I appreciate that. I'm hoping that I get that opportunity in corporate America to do that. I definitely, you're spot on. So I appreciate the advice.
Thanks,
All the
Jasmine.
best.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Guys, we dropped the call-in link for our members only. Become a member today at TheKempire.com/join. One of the other things that FemmeTarot, I don't know if you're promoting this, but you naturally do it, is consulting for those that are starting businesses or working in the corporate world. Can you talk a little bit more about that side of the work that you do?
So it kind of started like organically. It wasn't something I was pursuing. Maybe people don't know that. Probably they don't know this. I've had 25 years, almost 25 years in the corporate world and the tech industry. I worked in Sony. I worked for Sony Music, the record label, and then I went into the tech industry as a marketing executive. And gradually I started becoming very good at brand management and brand strategy and a brand in general branding. So see how when you're ready, the universe is going to start bringing you the right people. So what's happened the last few months is like people are now coming to me and they're asking for an intuitive / marketing session or consultation with me. And I'm loving it because aside from my 25 years of experience in marketing, I also have 6 years of experience doing YouTube and social media and whatnot, and knowing very well how this works, knowing very well who the audience is and how the audience thinks and everything. So this is something that I'm incorporating in my spiritual business, giving intuitive / marketing consultations for people who want to start their small business or a small spiritual business, or they want to become content creators and podcasters, or they just want to brand themselves in some way. But thank you for mentioning it.
Of course. I think it's really, really cool. Paulette, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, FemmeTarot. I'm excited for our session on Tuesday. Yay. Thank you for the super chat. Because I see that we have some questions in the super chats. Hope in Tarot Reading says, I love that you're doing this for the Astro Girlies Kempire. Yeah, we do this every once in a while here on the channel. Anik, thank you so much for becoming a member. We appreciate that. All right. Sierra says, I'm a Scorpio sun and rising and Aries moon in the 6th house, single for 3 years. Will it get better? Or who's assigned to date? That is not the way to start.
No, I was going to say it's so hard for me to tell her if it's going to get better because, of course, we have to look at the rest of the chart. But let me see what I pick up intuitively. Aries moon in the 6th house, single for 3 years. It would better, or who's assigned to date? Aries.
Oh.
That I'm just literally I heard it, but I would try Aries, and something else my guide was saying that you will start having more luck in the dating scene in October. I'm hearing.
Okay, October. Report back, Sierra.
Yeah, report back.
Joe Mendoza, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says, different apps, different results for some reason. Last year it said I was a Cap Sun, Taurus moon, Cap rising. Your sign is messy. Then the app I use today says I'm a Sag Sun. That seems more fitting. Aries moon and Scorpio rising. Why so different?
What app are you using? Can you let us know?
Yeah, because usually when I do, no matter what app I've used, it's usually pretty consistent.
Let me show you the app I'm using for everyone. If you want to download an app, Time Passages. It's called Time Passages. It is, all the professional astrologers use it. It's great. It's amazing. It gives you a detailed, well, not detail, but it gives you a good description of each of one of your like planets and houses and generational, what it means for your generation, what it means for you. So Time Passages, I trust it. It's amazing. I'm not into all these, like the pattern and all of these. They're a little bit more new agey, new, Gen Z stuff, and it's not 100% accurate. They do use a lot of AI. So Time Passages.
We were talking
CoStar. Yeah, Joe says CoStar. Don't trust it. I don't. It's a personal preference. I don't really. Time Passages is more professional.
And after the live, I'll post some of the links to the websites that and apps that FemmeTarot just mentioned. Mama Ali says, so I can't call in right now, but FemmeTarot, you said to be careful with the current retrogrades. If my husband Aquarius and I Taurus, that's interesting, are starting couples counseling, should we wait or go ahead?
Not during Mercury retrograde. Because Mercury is about communication, and when it's retrograde, it means that it's going to. You're going to get fired by your therapist, okay?
So when does it end?
I have to check. I don't remember. It ends in 2 weeks.
Okay. So in May for your birthday. Okay.
All right. No, don't do it now because it's going to be communication breakdown, and this is not the right time. I would do it after the eclipses as well. So we have another eclipse on the 25th of this month. That's when it's in Aries. That's going to be a doozy. So for all of us, because eclipses are very much about bringing to light the unseen and stuff that you've been kind of like hiding or sweeping under the rug. It's just going to come out. So I wouldn't do it right now. Yeah. Don't just allow for things to kind of like, calm down universally and collectively. And yeah, May is a better time to go.
Oh, okay. Our birthday month, Mama Ali. Exactly. All right. Natasha's backstage. We're going to bring Natasha up next. Natasha, what did you want to ask FemmeTarot?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. So I am Cap Sun, Cap Moon, Gemini rising, and my Venus is in Aquarius. Naturally, with an Aquarius Venus, I'm polyamorous, and I'm also bisexual. Yep. So my question to you is, which sign, Venus-wise, male and female, would I be most compatible with?
Venus-wise, like what their Venus should have to be?
Right.
Is that what you mean? Okay.
Right.
Venus, Aquarius. I mean, depends how adventurous you are. I would go Gemini. I would go.
How adventurous I am. Extremely.
Okay. I would even go Pisces. Pisces are, you know what?
Really?
For you,
I was thinking the same thing.
Pisces. Venus.
Really? I've tried Oh, Lord.
Have you tried? And what? I mean, and
crash and burn.
Yeah, but the sex is good.
The sex is amazing.
Yeah, there you go, girl.
The sex is amazing, but that's it. Like there's nothing else that we can make long term. Like I want to try to build a life outside of the bedroom. Like we can't do that all day.
But in all seriousness, if you want good sex, Pisces. If you want someone to have a lot of fun with and generally be on the same page, I would go Gemini.
Okay. Okay, so that will match with my Gemini rising. Okay.
And because your moon is Aquarius, not your moon, sorry, your Venus is Aquarius.
Right.
Your Venus is an air sign. Gemini is an air sign.
Right.
And I can tell you, Aquarius and Gemini is really compatible signs. So I would go for those two.
Give it a go. I'm going to give that a try. Thank you.
Thanks, Natasha.
Report back.
I will do.
And again, guys, if you want a longer reading with FemmeTarot, again, you can book a reading with her. I'm sure you're booked up. You've been very busy. But more information on FemmeTarot and her YouTube channel and readings will be available in the description. Again, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels that are talking about similar topics. If you're new here, yes, we mix it up. We mix it up when we talk about astrological signs. We've been doing this since the beginning of this channel. All right, Laura, it says a device is not connected. So you might have to do something on your end in order to connect. All right. Let me bring up Ariana next. Ariana, what's going on? You're muted, Ariana.
Hi, can you hear me?
Now we can.
Okay, hi, how are you both doing?
We're great. How are you?
Good. Okay.
Good.
So, I always call in on the dating ones and like I've been getting out there, I've been doing my thing or whatever. But yeah, I don't know what type of person I should be like interested in. Like I usually go for someone who's like very energetic and like more outgoing because I'm very introverted. And I feel like that doesn't actually work but then when someone is introverted, they bore me. Like I'll be sitting at a date like bored, straight bored. So I don't
Oh.
really know like what I should be looking for. And my big three is Sag, Virgo.
I knew you had Virgo when you said that. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew it. I was like,
Because
she's
they're
got
finicky
Virgo.
and annoying. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
finicky is a
fine,
good
Kempire.
point.
That's fine.
You Virgos, listen, I have Virgo rising too. I mean,
Mhm.
you know what? It comes
We
with
know.
a curse. Snappy. It comes with a curse.
Yeah.
We are overly, and I have to say, we are overly judgmental. And
Yes.
because we are in our heads, not necessarily, some Virgos can be verbally as well,
Yep.
but in our heads, just saying. So we cannot relax and we cannot enjoy a date with someone because we nitpick everything.
Yeah.
That's
Like
what
I
you're
see like
doing.
one yellow flag and I'm kind of done.
Not yellow flag.
I know.
Yeah.
It just takes and you're a Sag too. So you want
Yeah.
someone who stimulates you, someone who excites you, but someone who doesn't get on your nerves and doesn't pick
Yes.
on their fingernails, and someone who wears nice shoes. The
Yes.
shoes are important for Virgos.
I'm very particular about hands. People have ugly hands, like
See,
Tony
I told you.
Robbins. He has ugly hands. Mhm.
We always check the hands. That's Virgo rising and
This is why
Virgo.
y'all work my nerve. I appreciate Virgo on a lot
You
of
have nice
levels,
hands,
but it's these
Kempire.
weird little things. Like, I can't. But it's all right. It's all right. All right. Ariana, did we answer your question?
Kinda, but I think I'm gonna make a session with you because I don't know what to do. I just keep trying stuff and it's not working. So yeah.
Yeah, just go on my website. That's the only way you can book with me. Just so you guys know, I am booked out 3 months. So I won't have probably anything available until end of May or June. Just so you know. Just
That's
so you know.
fine.
I'm
I'm in no rush.
Perfect. But we
Life
will
moves.
look at your love life in general, and I will help you, because that's another thing that I do when I do these like relationship love readings. I do give you advice and I do help you sort of like put yourself out there more, and sort of giving you a little bit of tips and advice of where to go to meet the right person.
Yeah, I'm going somewhere new today. I'm going to this karaoke thing. I don't like karaoke, but I'm gonna go anyway. So we'll see.
I hate
That's
karaoke
your
too.
Virgo. Listen, Ariana, it's the Virgo, and you're like, I don't like karaoke because I don't want to make us, I don't want to make myself look ridiculous, and I'm
Yes.
no, let loose and have
I don't
fun.
want to hear bad singing.
Me neither.
I know.
And I'm a bad singer. That's why I'm not singing. I'm just gonna go and enjoy the vibe.
I can sing. Okay. Ariana, thank you so
Okay,
much for
bye.
calling in. Bye. All right. I want to get to everyone else. Let me just see if Laura called back in. No, I don't see her. All right. So we're going to bring up Izzy next. Izzy, what did you want to ask FemmeTarot?
Hey there, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
So I am a Gemini sun with a Pisces rising, and I've done my chart twice. One time it was a Pisces moon, and one time it was a Libra moon, so I'm not sure which one is accurate. But the question that I had was, I've been in the science field for most of my life, but as a kid, I was always really into art. And I feel in this time like a lot more desire to reconnect with that part of myself, including writing a fiction novel or just doing more things that are artistic. And so I was just curious whether, now would be a good time to start leaning into that.
100%. You need to feed that Gemini of yours, that Gemini sun, because creativity is in you. Also, if you want to start writing your book and you want to find inspiration and you want to help the creative juices flowing, wear big, bold colors.
I have on pink right now.
Perfect. Every day. Don't wear black. Don't wear gray. Don't be like Megan, who wears beige all the time. Wear big, bold, bright colors. And you'll see you're going to help your inner Gemini, your sun, find the creativity and the mood and the excitement for it. Trust me.
Awesome.
You'll thank me later. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, we have Cynthia backstage. Cynthia, what? Oh, hold on, Kathy. There we go, Cynthia. When they drop out, it's
Yeah.
someone else. All right, so Cynthia, what's going on? What did you want to ask?
Hi, Kempire. Hi, FemmeTarot.
Hi.
Okay, so FemmeTarot, thank you for the app. I've just found out what my sun, moon, and rising is.
Give it to us.
My sun is Cancer. Oh, okay, I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
My sun is Cancer. My moon is Sagittarius, and my rising is Scorpio.
We do have a lot of Sages today.
Right. And I don't like Sages.
You don't like Sages? You've got a moon in Sag.
Remember, Kempire, we were talking about that the other day.
Yes. I like Sag. Not
Okay.
for dating.
Oh, my question, FemmeTarot, is my ex-husband is a Taurus, and it seems like I'm getting energy from Scorpio men.
Yeah, you're rising Scorpio. You're rising a Scorpio. Let me tell you, Scorpios, generally, if they have Scorpio in their big three, especially rising and moon, they sniff other Scorpios out, or other people who have Scorpio in their big three. Trust me. It's Scorpios. They are so intense energy and so sexual energy, and so much that you're like a pod of dolphins, the scorpion included, right? Where you have a sonar and you're communicating to each other. No one else can see it. But that's why you're attracting Scorpio. I'm the same. I used to always attract Scorpios because of my Scorpio moon. They would sniff me out. Those pods.
And I am so sexually attracted to Scorpios.
I know.
For some reason, it's so weird. There's one that I'm dealing with right now, and he's a Scorpio. Yes.
Have fun, enjoy, but don't give him your coordinates. Don't tell him where you live, because Scorpios can get a little bit, obsessive and stalkerish and all of that. Not all of them.
He spent the night the other day. It's too late.
Oh, damn it. Too late. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Look, move. Bye, Cynthia. All right. We're getting through these calls really quickly. All right. We have Kathy backstage. We're going to bring Kathy up next. Kathy, what did you want to ask FemmeTarot?
Hi. Hello. So, all right, I'm going to make this quick. So I'm a Gemini. I use CoStar. So I'm going to use the one you recommended. But I'm a Gemini, Sun, Pisces. That's rising and moon is a Pisces. My question's about career. I know she's getting a lot of career questions, but mine is like, I'm a nurse. I am into holistic wellness. I'm very spiritual. And I have my business is very slow. I just need clarity. I feel confused. And that Gemini in me is like all over the place. I start one thing, going this thing, go that thing. It's like all over. So I'm just trying to figure out where to go.
Neptune was in Pisces, or still is, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check the transits. But so it's made you like all dreamy and all over the place and sort of feeling like I'm floating, but I don't know really what I should be doing and where am I? So I'm getting that with you. So a little bit of that. You know what you need? You need some grounding, and you need to, do you exercise? Do you go out in nature at all, or you?
I do. I love being outside. During the winter time, I do like hibernation. I don't really go out as much because it's too cold, but now that it's sunny and I work from home, I do make every effort to go out because I really love being outside. And one of the things I was thinking about is doing content from outside opposed to doing it in my house, because I really like being outside. I love the birds. I love outside.
Do you garden? Do you have like a bed of flowers? Do you garden? Do you have a green thumb? Because my guides keep showing me that.
I do have a green thumb, and now that it's spring, I do have my backyard, and I really like being outdoors doing that. I do have bad allergies, but I suffer and just do my gardening because I love it. It senses me.
Take her onto histamines and go out in your garden and start, because this is it's so good for you, for your soul, for your energy, and it will ground you, and it will also help you figure things out when it comes to work and all the other things. You are, because you're in a meditative state when you're gardening, so you're going to start receiving. You have double Pisces, so you're very intuitive and you're very open to these energies. So allow for your guides to come through and give you a message.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Kat.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kempire. Thank you, FemmeTarot.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm drinking a lot of water, so I'm going to take a bathroom break. Let me know, FemmeTarot, if you need a bathroom break at any point. But I'm going to take a little bathroom break.
Go for it.
Bring up our next guest, Anik. Anik?
Yeah, Anik.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm
Hi,
doing
Anik.
well. What's your
So
question?
while I talk to Anik, do you want to jump to?
I am. I was
Okay,
just setting y'all up. I was just making the introduction. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We don't need you anymore. Bye. Okay, Anik, tell me. What's your big
I
thing
am
with
a
this
Virgo
action?
sun,
Okay.
Libra ascendant, moon, Sagittarius moon. I have a Capricorn stellium. My
Wait,
question,
did you say your rising is Capricorn? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
my rising is Libra.
Oh, it's Libra. Sorry, I didn't hear it. Okay. What's your
Virgo,
question?
Libra, and then Sag.
And Sag. Moon is
And
Sag.
I
Yeah.
have yeah, Cap stellium. So my question is that, not to brag, but I'm very beautiful, so I get approached a lot. But
You are.
thank you. So by men from all different races. However, sometimes it's short-lived or I get bored a lot. So I don't know if it's the Virgo in me, but I was wondering what men should I focus on, because the mental stimulation is very important to me, but I also love having fun.
It's a little bit tough with you. First of all, the reason why you're beautiful and the reason why you attract men is not just the beauty, the external beauty, but you do have a Libra rising. So you are, Venus is your ruler. So you emit beauty and you are feminine and, sexy and all of it. And this is why men keep, circling around you. Now it's a tough one because you do have Virgo sun, which makes you someone who you try to put on this that was fast, Kim. You put on this like wall a little bit because you want to protect yourself. You don't want to be overly available, not to men in general. I'm talking just general to people. But then you have rising Libra. So you do love the attention. Listen, it's all right. We can say that. We love the
I
attention.
do. When I don't get a compliment when I'm out, I cry.
There you go. So you need it, but it's and then you have your moon and Sag.
Oh my God. Sorry. I was so shocked by that. I appreciate the honesty. I was like, really? Wow. And that's the Libra rising in her?
That's her Libra rising.
Really? Oh, no, that makes sense.
Again.
A lot of Libras. That makes sense. Yeah.
Rising is how we want people to see us. It's a public image and she wants that attention. But then she's got that that sun in Virgo. And she's like, I'm getting way too much attention and I don't like it. So what is this? Are they going to take advantage of me? So you go into that, you spiral and you're like, oh my God, they can't see me for me. They just can only see me for my looks. And then you have moon and Sag, which makes you very honest, brutally honest.
Yeah.
You do.
And the Virgo, the Virgo and the Sag. Oh,
not necessarily brutally honest with her emotions. Just
with her emotions, yeah.
With her emotions,
yeah.
With her emotions.
I can't fake it. I'm sorry.
Say it again.
I can't fake it.
We know.
Okay. So with you, it's about boundaries. And this is a thing that I see with Geminis and Libras, not so much the Aquarius, but with the air signs. You want to set boundaries, but you don't know how to. And sometimes that boundary is like a pendulum, keeps moving back or forward. So this is more because you crave attention. On the other hand, you want privacy. On the other hand, you don't want to feel like your life is in danger because you have some kind of obsessive stalker, after you. You have to learn how to set boundaries in general. And remember, it's not just the looks. It's like, because the looks is what's going to attract someone to you, but it's what's there, and you have a lot there. But I feel, and I'll be super brutally honest, you are moon Sag, you can take it, that I believe that you put a lot of emphasis in your external, like your rising, right? What you put out there, because you're trying to protect yourself and your emotions, but you're not really allowing anyone to get in or further deeper. Does this make sense for you?
It does. It does. And I've let a lot of Cap men in, but I always get disappointed. So I'm trying to change.
I think you get disappointed a little bit too soon because it's like you have this checklist and you have these expectations and you don't, some men need a little bit more time to get to know you. To
Cries if
dig.
she doesn't get a compliment when she goes outside. You
I
need a little more
know.
patience, madam.
I know. I'm
Let me
trying
give
to
you a
help it.
compliment. You look gorgeous.
She is gorgeous. She is gorgeous.
Yes.
But that's the thing, it's just like you don't have the patience. You're like, okay, I'm bored now. I got what I want on board. So this is about finding a balance within you and be more honest with your emotions to men as well. Don't be afraid to do that. And set boundaries. I believe you're not good with the boundaries. Sorry, but I've got to say it.
No, you can be honest. All right, Anik, thank you so much for calling in. I'm gonna give you a timer, FemmeTarot. We're trying to get to all the comments.
I want to help them.
I know. Book a reading.
You're right. Book a reading.
Taurus with me. All right. Okay. Dr. Payne is backstage. We're going to bring Dr. Payne up next. Dr. Payne, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. Hi, Fem. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm super great. Okay, I'll be quick because I want everybody to have the opportunity to talk to you. My sun sign is Taurus, of course, and my moon is Sagittarius, and my rising sign is Leo. But I want to know about money, business. What's next? I'm almost 50. Birthday is in 37 days. What's the deeds? Money, business, success, career.
Did you say you're almost 50? So
Yeah.
All right, let me just say this. Have you ever heard of Saturn return?
No.
Okay, it happens 3 times in our lifetimes. If you live to be 90 something, that's going to be your 3rd time that you experience your Saturn return. It usually happens somewhere between like the age of 25, 27, and then usually early 50s. So Saturn return is a big deal. It's not answering your question, but my guides wanted me to share this with you. So Saturn return is when Saturn returns to where Saturn was when you were born, right? I'll be okay.
That was for her. You can now.
I know. So you will go through a massive, huge change in your life when I'm hearing 52, 53, when you turn 52, 53, and that includes your career because I see a big, major career change. Like, I assume you're a doctor because you're called Dr. Payne, right?
That's right. That's right.
So it could be just leaving medicine altogether and just taking on a completely different career. You will succeed. Don't worry. You're going to make a lot more money later in life. And when I mean later, I mean 55 plus. Okay. And it's coming, but a big career change is also coming in the next couple of years for you.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Payne, keep us posted. Dr. Payne's one of our OGs. She's been around since like the beginning of the channel. Yeah, she's been around a long time. Rahina's backstage. Rahina, thank you for the super chat. Rahina says, hi, Kempire and FemmeTarot. Thank you for this. Missed a big chunk. I will definitely rewatch. Might need a book with, might need 2 books with FemmeTarot. Well, book now because she's booked up. Which is great because I remember when we first started collaborating. This is how your schedule was always like you're just booked up 3 months. Yeah. 3 months in advance, and then of course we go through our ebbs and our flows and things like. But now you're back in your flow. I love it.
I know it's like ebbs and flows, as you said. Thank you.
Libra Gives Life says, I love this. I love this live Kempire and FemmeTarot. Can you please have one for career and finance? Well, people are calling in and asking about career and finance, but yeah, we can definitely do something like that where we just talk about that. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Let's get to we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 7.
7. Okay.
Wow.
Let's say 7, and that's
no one else. Okay, I'm gonna just name the people that are. Oh wait, no, it's actually less than 7. It's 6. We have Brandy, Keith, we have Daff, we have Angel, Blanche, and we have Keisha. That will be it for today because this is very draining for all of us. Okay, I have to say, especially when we do readings and things like that. That's why I always, smudge and everything like that before. But it also drains me just being around and talking about some of the things that we normally talk about. So we do have to kind of take a moment and rejuvenate after a live like this. Okay, Brandy's backstage. We're going to bring Brandy up next. Brandy, what's your question?
Okay, so listen, I want to know about my business. I do want to know about my love life, but I've decided to actively be single. And I am a Gemini. I just learned this today. Gemini Sun, Sagittarius rising, and Scorpio moon.
Ooh.
Do you see a pattern here? How many people have Sag and Scorpio and Aries as well? It's crazy today. Okay, sorry, go on.
So I'm in a transition. I have adult children, and I jumped off the cliff. I opened me a business. I'm actually working on a client right now. I'm doing brows and lashes. And again, I do want to know about my love life because I like to have fun. I want to enjoy that with somebody. But I'm more interested in making sure that this business is going to get off the ground. Also, my little content creation. I'm getting more, regular with it. But of course, my Gemini, I'm always going back and forth. I'm like, am I telling myself that I'm great? Because y'all went in on the Geminis today. I just want to let y'all know.
And that's our time. No, sorry.
Thanks for calling.
See what I'm saying?
I know. Listen, let's focus on your business more so. Geminis, this year is actually a good year for you.
Okay.
You're coming out of the sticks, out of the woods, out of all the stuff that you've been through.
Like a phoenix rising, I'm telling you.
Sagittarius, and listen, I have a very good feeling about your business, and I do believe this is going to be business-wise and financially wise. I am getting summertime is going. You're getting some kind of boost in your business. Could be via social media, but I'm seeing that you have a Gemini sun, so do use social media.
Okay.
You use it a lot. You're very good at talking and just presenting yourself. So use that to your advantage. I do see summer, and I'm getting July. Around July, you're also going to get some kind of big surprise around your business.
I love it. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Take care. And this is what I love about doing these types of lives. People really end up getting help and feeling better by the end of the conversation. Sassy, thank you so much for the super chat. Sassy says Virgo sun, Cancer moon, Mercury Virgo, Venus Cancer. What are my dating compatibility?
Do I have that? No, I'm joking. No. What are my dating compatibility? Let me look at that. Venus Cancer. You know what? Venus Cancer would go very well with Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
Scorpio rising or Scorpio Venus. One of my favorite combos, and I'm not even part of this combo, is Scorpio and Cancers, because they are the same. They come from the same coin, from different sides of the same coin.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would go for Scorpio in your case.
Okay. All right. Keith is backstage. We're going to bring Keith up next. Keith, what did you want to ask FemmeTarot?
Hey, y'all. So first of all, I'm the one that made the comment about me thinking I was a Virgo when all this time I have been a Leo. So I was actually on Astrological, and I'm not sure if it's because I was born at 6:45 a.m., but it's saying that I am a Leo sun. My rising is a Virgo, so I'm still claiming a Virgo. I don't care what anyone says.
Wait, but when's your birthday?
August 23rd. The first day of a Virgo.
Yeah, he's on the cusp. He's on the cusp.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what does it say? Your son. Wait. What degree are you? What does it say?
I'm not exactly sure. I forgot what
it doesn't matter. Don't get confused with that. Yeah.
Okay. But also my moon is a Capricorn, so I guess I'm two earth sign and one fire sign. But my main thing is that, like, honestly, like, dating has been a big issue for me, and in general, like, the gay community has been very hard to really date in my community. But I just want to know, like, what is their issue? Why can't they connect with me? Like, I don't think.
Wait a minute, hold on. What is their issue? Okay.
What is their issue? Yes, because I don't think I'm ready to.
He's a Virgo.
Just in case. You know, no one knew. Yeah.
But the only reason I'm saying that because I previously dated a Leo and it worked out pretty well, but we ended things because of the age difference. And I haven't been able to connect with anyone since. And I'm just trying to figure out if I probably like looking in the wrong direction, or where do I need to look for like possibly a zodiac sign or area, or do I need to move?
Keith, you need a reading. You need a reading, boy. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more complicated than just looking at the big three.
Yeah.
We would have to do a reading. I would need to read your energy and see what's coming through there. We need to see if you want to. You know,
Makes
if you
sense.
can't afford a 1 hour reading, you can always book a 30-minute reading. But it's this question is, there's a lot of facets about it, and I cannot answer it within 1 minute right now.
Oh, I will book one. I will definitely book a reading.
Virgo.
I need all the help I can get.
Oh, Virgo.
Thanks, Keith. Bye. Yeah, I would have thought. Yeah, so that's the cusp that he's on. But
Yeah,
I would say that's a Virgo. Just saying.
Yeah, usually if you're on the cusp, and he's on the 23rd, so this is what, you know, this is just as Virgo, just as you enter Virgo, so he's more Virgo than Leo, but I would have to look at his chart anyways.
All right. So we have Daff backstage. Daff, what did you want to ask?
Hi, FemmeTarot. Hi, Kempire.
Hey.
Oh, she's
Okay.
walking down there. Look how smart this Aquarian sister is.
Thank you. So as you can see, I'm Aquarius, Cancer rising, Capricorn moon. And my question is, I started a business this year. And of course, I'm at the startup phase and everything. My question is it actually the right mood for me? Of course, I'm in my 50s, so I'm thinking, is this the right fit? Am I making a mistake? So I just wanted a little bit of advice or insight.
When did you start? Can you tell me which month or when did you start your business?
January of this year.
Wow, girl. Was it the beginning? Was it when? Okay, this is important. So when did you start? Was it the beginning of January or towards the end?
The beginning of January. In fact, I don't know how I remember this, but January 5th or 6th.
Okay, so Pluto was still in Capricorn at that time. That helps. That helps. You did it during Pluto as well, during when Pluto was in Capricorn as well. You do have a Cap moon. You do have a Cancer rising. There are going to be challenges. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, Daff, there is this year specifically, it is going to be extremely challenging for Aquas and also Cancers as well.
Wow.
But Aquas, especially, they're intuitively, my guides are telling me real quick that there might be that you have to readjust something with your business plan or your business model. There's going to be some kind of change that has to be done because it's either it's not profitable or you're hemorrhaging money, or in the end you will realize that this is not working out for you. So I see a lot of like trying to figure things out this year with your business. It's gonna be a learning curve, just so you know.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I appreciated that.
Thanks,
Thank
Daff.
you.
Take care.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, we have 3 more people, and that is it. Again, guys, if you would like to book a reading with FemmeTarot, all of her information, including her YouTube channel, is tagged in this video. So be sure to follow her and help her get to her 6,000 subscribers. And again, you can book a reading or you can get some crystals. All that information is available in the description. And don't forget to like the video. All right, Angel's backstage. We're going to bring Angel up next. Angel, what did you want to ask FemmeTarot?
Hi, Kempire. Hi, FemmeTarot. How are you guys?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so I am an Aquarius sun, Cancer rising, and a Libra moon. My question is, I've only been in one adult relationship. Well, I'm still technically married, but we were together for 18 years. We've been separated for the last 2 years. And so 2 of our kids are teenagers. They have their own social lives now. I have a 2-year-old, so pretty much when everyone's with him, I'm pretty much by myself, and I don't really like people, so I'm okay with that. But I'm trying to be more open this year, and I'm wondering what kind of people signs should I look for to attract to my circle to
Earth.
start.
Go for Earth. You need Earth signs. You know what?
Uh-huh.
You need a good earth sign. You need a good Taurus. You need Kempire.
I'm not looking.
My son's a Taurus. My ex is a Aries. My daughter's a Aries, and then my baby's a Libra. So I'm like,
Wow.
You need an earth sign. You need something because it seems to me that you said your ex was a Taurus, but I would say earth sign, Taurus or Virgo to be more specific. Not Capricorn because Capricorn, Virgos are more, they can be social, but they can also be hermits. Capricorns could be hermetic as well, because you need someone who brings balance in your life, who does respect your need for, your need to withdraw and your need to be a hermit. But on the other hand, someone who can also drag you out and say, hey, listen, come on, let's go out, let's live life, let's do things. So a nice balance, but I would go more for a Taurus because you can find both. You can combine both in that.
okay, I'll do that because I do need to be pulled out of my hermit
Yes, you
stages
do.
sometimes for sure. Yeah. Thank you guys. That was it.
Thanks,
I
Angel.
appreciate it.
Have a great day. All right.
Mama Ali, sorry, I was going to say, Mama Ali says, I'm a Taurus and a hermit. Not all Tauruses are hermits. Again, it has to do with your chart. It has to do with your big three. I know Tauruses. I know a couple of my stepbrother, for instance, is a great example. He is a Taurus and you would think that he's a Gemini. He talks a lot. He's super social. He's very likable. He's good with money, like all of it.
Excuse me, Tauruses are usually good with money, right? I don't know.
No, Tauruses and Virgos are terrible with money.
Oh,
We spoke. You and I are terrible with money. Yeah, go on.
Fab, thank you so much for the super chat. Fab says, "Hey, Kempire and FemmeTarot. I just found out that I'm a Virgo sun. Our condolences. Libra moon and Sagittarius are rising. Mid 40s. Any chance for romance this year?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Again, I just want to say, because people are asking, I cannot predict your romantic life because I know you're big three, because you told me you're big three. It has to do, there are a lot of things that come to play. Obviously, an astrologer would look at your chart, would look at the transits this year and say, you know what, between then and there, that's the best time for you today. But I can give you something into it. Can you bring that up again?
Oh, sure. Hold on.
Sorry about that. But I can give you something intuitively.
Here we go.
Thank you. Sagittarius, any chance for romance this year? Let me see what my guides are saying. I don't know why, but my guides are saying you're meeting someone randomly. This is what I'm getting around the holidays. I'm not sure if it's Halloween or Christmas. So around the holidays or between the two holidays, between Thanksgiving. This is someone, oh my God, this is someone short and younger than you.
Oh, short and younger than you. Okay.
Spirits sometimes give me very, very specific information.
Oof. All right. Well, be open. Don't be closed-minded.
Exactly.
Just saying. I mean, the Virgo. So I'm already thinking to myself, oh, if you have the stickler about, oh, he's got to be a certain height, or he's got to be a certain age. You need to let that go. He's going to be short and he's going to be younger than you. Let it go, Virgo.
I agree.
All right, Blanche is backstage. Blanche, what did you want to ask?
Hello, you all.
Hey, Blanche.
Thank you for doing this today. I'm a person, I've never been into astrology. It just seemed too whimsical and abstract for me. Um, and I'm Capricorn and I married a Capricorn. But before we got married, I remember reading like this compatibility chart, and it said that, we would get along really well, but there would like the romance would fizzle. And I'm like, "Oh, whatever, this is the best relationship I ever had. We get along great." Okay, 4 years later, we're roommates, great friends, no passion. Still, we got divorced, still friends with him. And I'm glad that you did this. I would normally never listen to something like this, but I like that you broke down the science behind it. It made it much more concrete to me. But I don't know all of the other things. I don't have a chart. I don't know my date of birth. The copies of my birth certificate, it doesn't list it, and my mom doesn't remember. I was born a couple weeks early. So what can people like me do? I am going home in 2 weeks to be with my mom, so I might be able to find it. But if I can't, am I able to have like a chart, or it just
Yeah.
won't be very accurate? Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, so you said you don't know. Listen, I'm not to that level of an astrologer where I'm able, you need to go to a master astrologist, someone who has over 20, 25 years of experience, because what they
Okay.
can do is, depending on certain big events in your life, such as it could be a death, it could be a marriage, it could be a divorce, it could be the birth of a child. From those points, they can pinpoint when you were born, what time you were born, and all of it. So that would be
Okay.
possible. And I want to say something before you go really quickly, because you said you are with a Capricorn and that it's dead, your roommates. Well, since you're roommates, why don't you start a business together? You would make amazing business partners, but not great romantic partners.
We actually got divorced, but we're
Oh,
still
there
good
you go.
friends.
There you go. You can still start a business with your ex. Don't
Right.
do it.
Thank you for thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Blanche. Okay. All right. Ashley says, hello, I am a Leo sun, Aries moon, and Virgo rising. Condolences. I'm looking to make a change in careers. Is it promising for me this year? A lot of career questions.
Do you know how many readings I've been getting for the past over a year now, where it used to be a lot about, love and like where my path is going. Everyone is asking about career right now, or what's going to happen in the US. Because everyone's like a little bit freaking out with the economy and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not just, I don't want to bring politics here. But anyways, what was the question again? I'm a Leo sun, Aries moon, and Virgo rising. I'm looking to make a change in careers. I mean, listen, you've got a good big three there that really can help you. Anything that if you find something that you believe in and you put your heart and soul into it, it's going to be very successful. You have a good big three for that. Obviously, I would have to look at the rest of your chart, but just from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get through the last couple of calls very quickly.
Okay.
Keisha, what did you want to ask? Keisha, you mean?
Hey.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking my call. First, I want to just say that you guys are a little tough on the Pisces men, considering I am a Virgo, married to a Pisces. We got married in 49 days and coming up on 11 years. So I just want to say that. But my question is a little different. So I am a Virgo, Leo, Moon, and Libra rising. And I don't know if it's in retrograde right now, but I've just been a little emotional. And I don't know if with my my family, I guess I should say more sort of, I've just kind of been more emotional to the fact of I feel like I'm not giving what I put out. Like I'm very, I'm loyal, Virgo, kind of sensitive. And I don't know if I'm kind of looking into it a little deeply because I can overthink that part of it. Like if I feel like my calls or my texts, or if I'm just kind of being ignored, I just feel a certain type of way. But yeah, I don't know if just I'm overthinking it or it's just like, girl, relax.
Yeah, I would say relax, because it's not you per se. It's really literally the universal, the astrological energies right now. We're all feeling it. A lot of people are in their fields. And don't forget, Mars was retrograde for a very long time. And we're still kind of like, it's still kind of like in the shadow period right now. So we're all feeling a certain way. We cannot control our emotions. We cannot control our anger. We're just all over the place. This is not, there's nothing wrong with you, obviously. It's just that you're picking up, and you're Virgo. Virgos are very intuitive. They just don't show it like a Scorpio would or a Cancer would. They like to brag sometimes, the water signs, saying, I'm an empath, I can read you, blah, blah, blah. Virgos don't. They don't brag. They do it stealth-wise because that's how they get their information and that's how they read people. But I get it, because you have a Leo moon. So you have a lot of pride and you want to feel like you're there for your people and that you're productive and all of it. But honestly, how I'm seeing it and how I'm reading your energy as well, you're just picking up what's happening around you. This will get much better, but not until May. The next couple of months are going to be very difficult for all of us. Very difficult. So we're all going to be feeling all sorts of ways, and tensions with family members and tensions with loved ones. So you know what? Just do stuff that give you joy. Literally, just take some time off during the day to do things that really, whether it's reading a book, whether it's walking out, going for Pilates, whatever it is, just take some time for you to recenter, and that will make you feel better. But yeah, next couple of months are not going to be easy. And it
Thank you
is
for that.
the astrology. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Keisha. All right. Zoe's backstage. We're going to bring Zoe up. Zoe, what did you want to ask?
Hi, Kempire. Thank you for having me. I'm a Gemini, born 26 May 1993. And I just wanted to know, like, just basically from calling, if she can pick up anything. It doesn't have to be specific, like career, relationship, anything is really broad, and I'm welcoming to it because I never really believe in this unless it is an African person doing it, because they do it differently. Like with Africans, they require more things like bloodlines to tell your history and your present and then predict your future. So to have someone being able to just like hear your name, surname, when you were born, and tell you what they're picking up is something new to me, and I'm very skeptical to it. But I do love Kempire and his analysis of what he does. So he makes me feel whole. But in this moment, I never tune in. Like I never did. This is my first time tuning in, and I'm giving it a chance. So I'm just like, what do you have to say? What do you feel? What do you read about me? Because the way that we read things in Africa is way more different because they're way more specific. So I'm just calling in to give it a try.
I see what you're, first of all, let me just start by saying I'm technically African too, because I come from Mauritius and it's part of Africa. A, B, okay, I may not look like I'm from Africa, but I am, and I'm very proud of it. And B, I'm sorry, and I don't want to offend you, but I do not like being tested. I'm not here to being tested. I understand where you're coming from, but I'm blocked out because you're testing me right now and my guts are not going to give me anything.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know what I mean? It's not
true,
it's
true.
not personal. Trust me. I love you. You're African, right? You're from Africa? Zoe? Or
Yes, South Africa,
yes,
I'm Zulu.
South Africa. So we're neighbors. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
We are. I mean, we have Madagascar between us, but you know what I mean.
Of course. Yeah, that's what I'm laughing.
So
I'm like,
that's
yeah,
what
just
we
like
have.
legit.
But I respect what you're saying. I do respect what you're saying, and I do see where you're coming from, and it's very legit. I get it. I get why you're skeptical. 100%, and you should be skeptical. Everyone should be skeptical, especially when they're going to go see a psychic medium. Do your research, because unfortunately, it takes one bad apple to really destroy the bunch, right?
Absolutely, it does.
So I get it, but if you want to contact me in private and we can chat, I'm more than welcome to give you some time and maybe show you how I work. But when I'm being tested, I get blocked and I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, because you don't believe. You want her to prove to you because you don't believe. So it's not going to work that way.
And she's closed off as well because she doesn't believe, right? So that's the thing. That's what I mean. I'm blocked because she's blocked off because she's like, I'm skeptical. So it's different, but I'm more than welcome to answer any questions, everything, just reach out to me. I'm happy to.
Privately. I get out of time, but just to clear it up, I wasn't trying to test, but I'm just saying that I'm scared, like I'm scared. I'm skeptical. I don't know. I'm like, let me just test it out because I don't really engage. Because, but I'm just trying. I'm like, I'm here. I love her. I see her appearing a lot of Kempire, and people have like open conversation. Let me just call in and just like, hey, what's up? Can you test anything? I'm just like testing waters, but it's a scary waters because you're doing a little bit differently than what I'm used to. Even those people, it's scary. It's scary because it's like, just don't go until you know what's up. I wasn't trying to test. I'm just like saying, I'm scared. I want to explore, but I am scared.
So I'm more than happy to answer all your questions when we have time and just to put you at ease. I'm very happy and I want to do that. And I want to be challenged. That's how we grow. That's how we grow. That's how we learn about ourselves, being challenged. So reach out to me and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Enjoy your night. Thanks, Kempire. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
I don't like to be challenged, and I'm a Taurus. Just want to put that out there. Turtle says, I'm a Sag Sun, Pisces Moon, and Aries Rising. Looking to make a career change, but unsure of timing and which industry. Appreciate your advice.
That needs a reading.
Yeah. You guys have to
need
understand these questions have to be very, because you want an expansive conversation
Right.
about literally we were just talking about some of the services that you provide. This is not just so she's booked out to whenever 3 months from now. She
May,
doesn't
yeah.
need to work. What the reason why we're saying this is because this would end up being an hour-long conversation for you to kind of get more information on where you're at, your birth chart, all of that stuff. So that's a very deep conversation that you're asking here.
Yeah. Yeah. Because now we've gone from dating to, and I get it, you guys, you've got a psychic medium here. You've got someone, you're going to ask the questions. I'm with you and I'm more than happy to answer them. But some of them, it's just not a cookie cutter answer that I can give you. It literally, I have to, and because I work with energies and I read people, I want to have a session with you where you're open and I'm reading you, and I'll read you to fill. I'll give it to you all, but it's a little bit hard because now we're also stressing. We have to move fast. It's a lie.
My fault.
Yeah, it's your fault. It's always your fault. It's always your fault.
But thank you so much, Turtle, for the super chat. NYCMP 1A. I don't know if I'm understanding this. L1AM Aqua Gemini. Will the past issues in Tennessee continue to cripple my career or finally lift? Is the future of my career safe, grow, or dissolve because of the Tennessee Nursing Board? I miss my sons. I don't know if do you understand this?
No, I think there are 3 questions in one.
Yeah.
I think she just wants some kind of message or they want, I don't know if this is a woman,
Yeah,
but okay, she wants some kind of message regarding Aqua Gemini. What's now one? Let me see if I can get something for you real quick. Will the past issues in Tennessee continue to cripple my career, finally lift? Do you have some kind of like health issue? Why do I keep picking that up? Do you have some kind of, and it feels chronic as well, to dissolve, because it's I need, I don't know.
I mean, no,
It's
this definitely sounds complicated.
It's complicated and sensitive, and I don't want to, not because I want to, but I don't want to do it publicly.
Yeah. Keith, thank you so much. And thank you, NYC, for the super chat. Keith says, at this point, Virgos need an apology from Kempire like Monique needs one from Tyler Perry. And guess what?
God.
Like Tyler Perry said, you ain't getting one. Chocolate Soul, thank you so much for being a member. Libra Sun, Sagittarius Rising, Aries Moon. I have questions about our own finances and retirement. Again, that's not a question. So book a reading. Again, okay. I think we've done quite a few free readings for everyone. There's one last caller behind the scenes that's been waiting patiently. We're going to bring Deltoria up, and Deltoria will be the last caller. All right. But we appreciate everyone liking the video, sharing the video, booking a reading. Some people have already reached out. If you want further details, again, I get it. You want a cookie cutter answer that's going to solve the rest of your life. But if you want a quality life, you need quality time. Okay. Speaking of Tyler Perry, we don't want quickness, we want quality. Okay. All right. Victoria, what did you want to ask FemmeTarot?
Hi. So I just wanted to ask if because I know that you said a couple of times that it's going to be hard for everybody in these next few months.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I recently finished my master's degree in systems engineering.
Wow.
I just got offered a contract position with a government agency in the midst of, I live in Maryland with everything that's going on.
Wow.
And I still feel, no matter what I accomplish, I don't feel happy. And I want to know if that's going to change at some point. I keep going after more and more goals and achieving them. But I just want to know, is there going to be like just a sense of like happiness at some point?
I'm going to ask you a personal question. You don't need to answer it if you don't want to. You can send me a quick DM if you want. But how's your relationship with your mother, or how was your relationship with your mother when you were younger?
It's bad. Yeah, I definitely will message you.
Yeah, message me
It's
because
I pushed that away so that I can
exactly.
keep going and keep, but there's like something there, and I find out more and more things, and she's in my life only because to honor my grandmother,
Yeah.
because my grandmother, I loved her, and she, knows everything that happened, but she's like, at least just to be nice, you know, give her that love as a mother, but it's very hard. So yeah, it's like a ghost in my life.
So do you see where I'm going with this? Because I don't want to get too personal, but there's a connection how you feel to your mom and things that you've experienced when you were younger, which are blocking you, and you're blocking yourself because you wanted to DM me. DM me. I don't want to go too deep into your family stuff
It's
in
scary
public.
because it's like I already knew that it's what it is, but that's like the one thing that a degree can't fix, a job can't fix, and I don't know. I can't just go back and get another life. It sucks because I carry a lot of shame for things that aren't my fault.
I know. And but I think there's a reason why you're here today. And I just said one word to you, Mom. That is going to open a box inside you. This is going to open something inside you. You need to work on that. Heal from that. Okay? Heal from that, and you will see how your life is going to transform. There's a lot there when it comes to your mom that needs addressing or healing.
And sometimes blocking. Sorry.
And
No,
blocking.
it's true. Yo, I'm Jamaican, Kempire.
Oh, more.
There
I
you go.
understand. Deltoria, what I look psychically, what I got, I'm not a psychic. No. But what I got from that, we need to start normalizing. Yes, although these folks are your family and your parents, doesn't mean that they have to be in your life, especially if they're deterring you from being happy. You did not come to this life to be unhappy. So if that's deterring you from being happy, you know what to do.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Kempire. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Deltoria. Take care. All right. That was very heavy for me. But I appreciate you taking, because I know it's very late in Greece. So everyone, a round of applause for FemmeTarot. Thank you. But we always do that when we do these live readings. But thank you all for the super chats, for calling in, for asking your questions. Again, if you want more in-depth reading or conversation, a better understanding, it's better to book a reading. And if you can't get one with FemmeTarot, you'll get one when I'm sure she can recommend some people to, or just wait. Sometimes it's just worth waiting. Stop rushing.
Yeah, I can recommend, and also have a waiting list if you want to be on it. You guys, it's worth the wait. But if you cannot wait, then I have someone that I'm working with, and she's I trust her. She's amazing.
So there you go. Book a reading today or get a crystal today. All that information on FemmeTarot, including her YouTube channel, will be available in the description. I want to say thank you so much to FemmeTarot. Thank you so much to our King's Guards. Thank you so much to our channel members. That was a little perk. It's not always a perk, a part of the membership, but that was a perk for our members today to get the call-in link exclusively. Become a member today at TheKempire.com/join. Join our Club Kempire podcast subscription on Apple. Get a little something for your skin. Butter is available. The discount is available in the description. Thank you to our subscribers. Thank you to those of you that are watching the replay of this. Go head on over to FemmeTarot's YouTube channel. You are going to be redirected after this live to her live on Sunday. FemmeTarot, what's coming up for you this Sunday?
So this Sunday, usually on Sundays I do lives where we talk about pop culture and what's been happening in the news, and then we just talk about all that. But this Sunday, what I'm going to be doing is, you've probably heard about the power grids, or what is supposed to be power grids that they found under the pyramids of Giza. Well, we're going to be investigating around that, because I want to do more of these mysteries. And I might even talk this Sunday as well as with the mermaids. You've heard on TikTok the whole thing with the mermaids?
No.
Okay, there's a whole lore on TikTok about mermaids exist, and the elites eat mermaids, and there are secret sort of events that the elites do where they eat mermaids, and there is actually a place where they breed mermaids, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole thing. So I'm looking at all these weird TikTok stories.
Well, I have a question for Sunday's Live in regards to did they always know about what was under there, or are they really finding it out now? You can just answer it on Sunday.
I'll answer it on Sunday. You'll have to tune in and watch while I do a very intense, in-depth reading around that. Sorry?
Sunday time?
It's 2 p.m. EST. No, sorry, because of the time change. 3 p.m. EST.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much again, FemmeTarot, for being here. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to FemmeTarot's YouTube channel. And again, if you want a more in-depth reading and other types of readings that she offers, head on over to our website, FemmeTarot.com. I hope you guys appreciated our Dating and Astrology Live. Don't forget, you can hear the audio of this live on the Kempire podcast. Subscribe today. And don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Everyone have a fantastic Friday. I will see you guys.
Here we go now.